discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, Don 8 here with my boy, DonPrime, y'all.
Good evening out there. Again, we're going to rock it from the Delta to the Dragon Ball Z here on Geekin Out. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday evening.
Yo. Man, it's been crazy out here, man. It's been getting crazy, man. Like, did you... I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the stealth suit 2.0 Captain America. I'm like, that was mine right there. That was my MVP of pre-orders that day. All right, MVP of pre-order releases. Also, guys, I know everyone's like, where is it, Sideshow? Where the hell is it? All right, calm down, be humble. Sideshow did post that they were going to have these up for pre-order very soon, and then they removed the post. My understanding is they did that because they did not want to drive up the hate messages and the mails and the emails towards them about where is the pre-orders, because look what happened to Buzz Lightyear. Everybody and their mother kept on complaining to them, where are they? Where are the pre-orders for Buzz Lightyear? It took about a week and a half, but they finally got the pre-orders up. So I'm guessing that's what happened. They don't want to they don't want to have to post up just to get all the hate coming at them. So they'll have them up. I feel that they're going to have them up either by the end of this week, Friday, if not during the throwback release, the throwback event next week, right? Throwback event next week.
Yeah. Well, didn't they put RoboCop up on a Saturday though?
What's up?
Didn't they put RoboCop up on a Saturday? Because I think Doc was. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be imminent. It could be Friday. It could be Saturday. It could be Monday. I don't think they do it on a Sunday. But again, RoboCop, I think, was the first time I remember Sideshow putting up a hot toy for initial pre-order on a Saturday. Again, I'm probably wrong, but that's the first time I actually remember it. So,
obviously, what do people care about PO going up for a 225 figure release? Because it's the FOMO, because it's already selling out at Toys Wonderland and what have you. Like, oh my god, I need to spend the $600 on a Captain America figure. I'm like, are you out of your damn minds? Just slow down, be humble, touch some grass, y'all. Just be humble, all right? Just be patient. It's only halftime, all right? These will be up. This has got to wait a little bit longer, all right? I mean, like, they'll get too hasty with it. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. You know?
Yeah, no, aren't these all supposed to be limited numbers, or are they only limited for Hong Kong?
Well, it's only limited. Well, the limited numbers are Shanghai numbers right now. We have not seen the HK numbers just yet, because they're not up at HK. They're only on Shanghai, and then of course, because these are exclusives, right? There will be a certain number of the exclusives batches available at Sideshow. Now, don't get too crazy about it. I'm like, if you have the day one pre-order everything, honestly, you know the Mark 46 is not going to sell out. It's going to take its time. It's going to be another Midas situation, because they make so much of those batches for the Mark 46. Captain America, I think in Shanghai was like 250 quantity, and then the Troopers were 150. For me, because I don't want to be in a situation where I don't want to be on a waitlist banner on this, I'll be pre-ordering my Trooper, because the Troopers have been selling like hotcakes for some damn reason. These Chrome Troopers have been selling like hotcakes, especially the Boba Fett arena, Boba Fina. Boba Fina was a special case because it was Toy Fair exclusive, right? And they left it open for the vultures to come in with 6 opportunities to pre-order it. Are you out of your damn man? 6?
I mean, well, they are trying to rectify that. I mean, and you got to give Sideshow credit for that, for the people that did legitimately try to order different ones, like different Bobas for different people, like legitimate, like the gentleman we had on, he tried to get 4 for his 4 nephews, and Sideshow said, nope, you can only have 2, and they took 2 of them away. It sucks for them, but also on the same time, they're trying to make the playing field a little even again. They're trying to rectify their mistake. And that's, I mean, it sucks that it happened, but at least you got to stand back and say, hey, Sideshow's trying to make it right as best as they can. Doesn't mean if you're on the waiting list, you're going to get it. I don't know. But a lot of people on the wait list are going to basically be given the figure because of all the takebacks they're doing. So, again, it sucks. We just have to deal with the hand we've been dealt. So
yeah, that's true. Clone Claire says I can see the Chrome Trooper lasting a day. If it's unlimited pre-orders, then it'll be another Boba Fett. But I do see the Trooper lasting for more than a day. Is more probably about a couple, maybe a week to 2 weeks, because the Clone Trooper Chrome Edition lasted for a week and a half, right? So
yeah, but that was also the reason I think it lasted that long. Is the first couple of days you needed a code to get into them. Now, granted, if you wanted a code, you could find one online. But say someone saw it on a picture of it and they went to Sideshow and they can't get it. So I'm saying this thing is probably going to sell out again based on numbers and potential limits within 8 days.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to sell out. It's going to sell out. I feel like it's
I'm just saying 8 days.
The numbers of the
within 8 days. Yeah. That's my estimate. Within 8 days. If it's the, limit is 6. If this is a trooper, I can see it lasting 2 weeks.
For me, I'm gonna go for day one pre-orders on my cap and day one pre-order my Storm Chrome. I'm gonna try and get 2, but honestly, if I don't have that, if there's no time for me to get it, I'll just get the 1. I'll just get the 1 for me because I would like to get the Armor Builder 2. Just the 2, no more, no less. But then if they leave it unlimited for that Trooper, I'm like, come on, Sideshow, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me again. Don't do this to the collector community again. Just be humble. Just keep it at 1. Hell, keep it at 2. Like, hey, that's all good for me. I'll buy the 2. So let's go over the comments real quick because I know people were saying some stuff. So NDN says Grails will only exist if they start doing limited runs. Look at SS. I've never seen so many Hot Toy stocks on their site. I feel with the current state of Hot Toys where they want to put out so much productions, I feel that there is going to be a time for Grails to return. It's going to be it's going to take a lot longer to cultivate Grails now versus the whole hype chain. Because look what happened to the Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back figure, right? Everybody was saying that it was not going to be a Grail anymore because it got reissued 2 times, okay? And then look what happened. Look what happened. It's still pushing $600, $700 on eBay. And now you probably get it cheaper now because of the new Darth Vader. Yeah,
but still, I mean, that 40th edition packaging that comes with 2, that's also gonna add a little premium to it. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've got the Lando and I've got Snowspeeder Luke. That packaging literally looks like it came from the Kenner production in the 80s. So.
Yeah, so pretty much today's discussion is the end of Grails. Is it true? Because I've been hearing whispers in the dark all over social media. Oh my God, our Grails are over. Oh my God, sell everything. Sell everything. So is it true? Should we sell everything because it doesn't matter anymore? I'm like, no, just calm down. Calm down. Grails aren't over. Grails are. Look what happened to Boba Fett. Boba Fett is a Grail now. Certain figures will hit the Grail status sooner than others, right? But but with the state of Hot Toys right now, it's going to take a little longer to cultivate the usual Grails. And most of these aren't all Grails. All Hot Toys aren't all Grails. Okay, there's which it should be that's the way it should be. Certain figures hit that Grail status. Not everyone is a Grail. You can still pick up certain Captain Americas for cheap. Hell, the 2-pack. The 2-pack is a little bit more expensive because you're trying to get the Steve Rogers, but the stealth suit, you can get that for cheap nowadays. The stealth suit before the stealth suit 2.0 came out.
Oh, especially now.
Yeah, because the thing is, you couldn't even pose that thing. You had
to
update it yourself. You had to update that bad boy.
Oh yeah, and that's a big reason why that particular figure is kind of like, I don't qualify that as Grail because you had to do so many modifications on the stealth suit figure. See, I mean. I know some people will say, it's the figure, it's not the condition. I think everything within the Grail, like other commenters have says, you have to take everything into the totality of the package. It might be a rare figure, or, it might be from an iconic scene or an iconic movie. But if the figure itself sucks, what's the point? Because if everyone knows the figure sucks, are they going to spend that money that a Grail would get. So, I mean, you got to take everything in total context. Again, we don't know Boba Fett. We don't know if certain things have been upgraded, or all we know is you got shiny chrome plate. But we're also going off the assumption based on the previous Boba Fett that it's going to be good. So again, we're taking quality that we know, like the Boba Fett ESB one, and we see it basically in black version. Okay, so we know it's going to be good. Thus, the limited quality of the quantity of the figure. Then, you know, how it's tied to the comics, and take everything into context. Then that becomes the Grail, like you said, and the price it's going for dictates it. Yep, that's what it was going for.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, pretty much what you said. Brandon explains Grails. If the character provides you with a feeling or memory, a joy, or that in which really analyze its good start, then the production, craftsmanship, and quality of the materials, then the numbers are made. Well, you know, at the end of the day, it's your collection. You consider what's a Grail. The world can't tell you what's a Grail or not. It's cool to see that a certain figure in my collection cultivated that Grail over time. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. My ASB Vader became somewhat a Grail within the year or two. That's cool. But then again, I'll be getting another Vader around the corner, which is the new, like the Battle Damage Vader. And then after that, I'll be getting the Return of Jedi Darth Vader. So
yeah, I mean, it also for the character. Okay, like, and again, I'll just bring up 2 Star Wars figures. We have Hoth Leia, and we have this, and it was actually under the, I believe, the video game series, but it's still the ESB Snowtrooper. We're never going to, I don't think we're ever going to see a reissue of Hoth Leia. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Now, as far as like Snowtroopers, again, that's one of those things you kind of assume, why haven't we gotten more? Considering one, you know, like the 2-packs going for almost 15 to 2,000. And you can find boxed new ones for sale for like 700 to 800. So it's almost to the point where you know a figure's a Grail, but you don't want to. But you're kind of waiting for Hot Toys to say, okay, we're gonna get another run of these because look at what these things are going for. So it's almost one of those things. Once Hot Toys recognize it's a Grail, it kind of does the reverse. Then it no longer becomes a Grail. Hot Toys knows the relevance, and then they're going to create more reissues or a 2.0. So it's kind of like self-defeating, but also self-fulfilling.
Let me see. Every Hot Toys a Grail, we pay premium prices. Well, people don't see it that way. The collector community doesn't see it that way. They see that, hey, there goes my Mark 46, the 2.0. My Mark 46 is trash now. It's not a Grail anymore. Well, at this point, it should be still a Grail. It still carry that Grail status because it has all the accessories that the new doesn't have. So I don't see the complaint there. Especially the new. It's more of a 1.5 and 2.0, honestly, than an actual reissue, because there's differences in appearance with it compared to the original one. There, it looks slimmer to me. Like it's not as bulked up, but at the end of the day, it's everyone's idea of what a Grail is at the end of the day. For me, if I do have a Grail in my collection, that's cool, because that's cool to have in my collection. I was able to purchase it. I didn't have to hunt. Now, I feel that a great Grail in your collection, as far as stories are concerned, is one that you go hunt for, and one that you hunt for a price that almost quite reasonable, almost retail. I've had several Grails in my collection. Most of my Grails, other than the Arnold Schwarzenegger the DX10 that I paid $400, everybody else have been close to retail for most of my Grails, and that's more for me an accomplishment. I'm like, yeah, I was able to hunt these Grails down. You know, I didn't have to pay $500, $700 for them. Like I was patient enough to hunt them down. You know what I mean? I was patient enough, and I like the adventure in doing that. Like I don't want to pay $700 for Jyn Erso. I want to find Jyn Erso for $300, $350, and I did find Jyn Erso for $300, $350. And I feel that if you have a certain Grail in your collection, you always want to get that with your connect that to a story to yours, because there's always stories with these figures. I have so many stories with each of these figures. Like I got so and so through a wait list. But again, it's your own story. You're the captain of this ship. This is a captain. You're the captain of your collection, and you build your collection the way you want. You build your crew the way you want it. All right, you're the captain.
You know, I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now.
I am the captain now. Yes. So you don't need an influencer to tell you that's not a grail. How dare you? How dare you call that a grail? That's garbage. No. If you consider that a grail, consider that here right here. This Boba Fett right here. This Boba Fett I sold several times already. It was going for like $250, $300, and people didn't want him most of the time because it's a sideshow figure. But for me, it's a grail because it's the prototype Boba Fett. You know, and nowadays because Boba Fett's hype train, it has been going up in price again. And you know, I got this because he's my favorite character. You know, he's one of my favorite characters of all time, and he's considered one of my grails. And if Hot Toys comes out with a 2.0, no, not 2.0, but their own version of this prototype Boba Fett, take my money. Take my money. He's coming home. So,
and again, just because you think it's a grail and someone doesn't think it's a grail, neither are right. Again, it's all subjective, like Nate's saying. It's all based on what your collection is going for. I mean, again, think of it. Your collection is a museum. Okay, your own personal museum. You are literally acting as a museum curator. You are deciding what's get displayed, and everything that's displayed, there's a reason why it's there. You know, it's there. So again, if you think about it in terms like that, because I know some people are like, oh, I get figures, whatever. I mean, these are technically works of art. Yeah, there might be figures, but like especially some of these sculpts, they're works of art. Again, and art is subjective. You're running your own display. It's your own museum. You're your own curator. You don't have to explain anything to anybody, and unless you got to explain the credit card bill at the end of the month. So, or
explain your spouse that hey, you remember that water bill? Yeah, I bought an Iron Man. Wait, what? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no. Wait, who said this? Let me see. Who said this? Someone said this right here. Sideshow just dropped a video on the Clone Trooper.
So does that mean they're actually going to ship it to me now?
Unsealed and revealed? No way.
The man, the myth, the cigars and bacon.
Hey, Cigars, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, bro, how you been?
Good. Chilling
like a villain?
Oh, absolutely.
So you're just coming in. We were just talking about the end of Grail situation. Everybody's talking about the end of Grails because we're getting 2.0s, we're getting reissues galore for the past 2 years. You know, since I started, like the thing is, before I started 2019, I didn't hear about this whole thing with reissues and 2.0s. It just started happening right at the end of end cap of 2019 and going to 2020, and now it's just been a domino effect for 2.0s and
I mean, the addiction's growing, and you need more to quench it, and it's never enough.
And hey, throw me all the 2.0 reissues you want because I started 2019. Like, yeah, I want some of my favorite characters in my collection,
dude. If I could actually get a list of some of the figures now I've sold before 2019 that are now grails, you'd like K2SO, Jyn Erso, Imperial Disguise, Death Star Gunner. Like those are 3 right off the top that I sold, and now I'm like, what did I do? Because at the time they weren't gonna complete the Rogue One line, and then they dropped Krennic, and I'm like, crap, I still have to get them. So
first look. I'm trying to find that first look video. I guess if someone can link it on the chat, I'll just pick it out. Let me see. Sideshow first look. There. Ooh. Oh my God, this is shiny. This is shiny.
It's another glove figure.
Yeah, it's another glove figure. Yeah. So before we head up on that, CMB, I guess what's your thoughts on Grails? Like, is it the end of Grails as we know it? It's the end of Grails.
I don't think so, because if you look at it, we're still gonna Hot Toys is gonna give us like exclusives and things of that nature, even as the years progress. I mean, we're sitting here talking about it's the end of Grails, and they just gave us the black suit Boba. Look how fast that sold out and everything like that. That became an instant Grail. So we're still going to have future Grails where they're going to be instant Grails where we'll get another situation where it literally sells out within hours. So I don't think it's the end of Grails. as far as like as many grails as we used to get. It might be fewer grails, but hey, that's to me is better because fewer grails means that those grail pieces are worth more. And then at the end of the day, my grails might be somebody else's version of trash and vice
Yep.
versa.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Like
I don't think it's the end.
No, I agree with that because for me, okay, there's collectors out there that cherish the Suicide Squad collection, right? They love their Harley Quinns from there. They love their death shots and what have you. For me, I'm not really a big fan of that line. Honestly, the only one that comes to mind is just the Batman from there. But then again, you know, that's the only one that I consider a grail from that line. Everybody else, I don't give a damn. But someone else that cherishes that Suicide Squad line, they feel that way. And then give me a second. Shut up, Vader. Anyway, so at the end of the day, it's your decision on whether or not a figure in your collection is a grail or not. Yeah. Someone else can come in and tell you otherwise. And I feel that the whole scarcity of grails now are going to be more cherished now for the grails that do come to be, like the Arena Boba Fett's, you know, like your Arena Boba Fett's, maybe some toy fairs that we didn't expect to become grails now are becoming grails, you know.
I think that I'll be honest with you. I think the Clone Chrome is going to be a grail. And depending on the number of the Chrome Stormies, I think that's going to be a grail too. Because the thing is, they've already done like the chocolate version and the other, you know, versions of it. So people are going to want the clone Stormtrooper to complete that ensemble. Now, this is just, again, I originally thought it looked like a pewter figure at first, but it kind of grew on me. So at this point, I want this to see my face in it like Beskar.
Yeah, dude, this is a beautiful piece, man. Like the box is beautiful, the figure is beautiful. I'm just glad that they're coming home. They're coming home in my collection. Damn.
Well, now here's the thing though. What if Hot Toys only sent them like 100 for their initial batch? And then it's going to be one of those situations where they got to wait for more boats to get into the port and unload.
Well, it's going to be another it's not going to be as bad as EndGame. It's going to be a Ahsoka situation. People are getting their Ahsokas in early, and then others are getting them, you know, through the batches here and there. You know, it's not going to be like an EndGame cap where we're never going to get this until 2 years from now. Like other people have been waiting for their caps. Like cap is still available now, but during the pandemic, people couldn't get their caps from Sideshow to save their lives. The only ones that were able to get them was the ones that canceled from Sideshow and went over to T-Dubs to pick them up. Wow, this looks beautiful. Yo, I'm making up. Yo, you gotta know this, guys. Do not touch this with your greasy ass fingers. All right, you gotta use them gloves, my guys. Use the gloves. Don't do it. Don't do it. You see that right there? Get yourself.
I did it for the dark Trooper. You got to use gloves. Those are fingerprint magnets. So it's Boba Fett Arena. The Chrome Dark Death Trooper that coming out. You got to wear gloves. In the instructions, Hot Toys says wear gloves.
Yep.
So now again, how many of us actually read the instructions? But it actually says Hot Toys is like wear gloves. This is a fingerprint magnet.
I had to read the instruction for that freaking bat pod I had to assemble. That thing was a freaking model kit. It wasn't that bad. It was fun. It was fun. Let me see. Sorry, I might have missed it, but do we know when the new trio will be up on Sideshow by any chance? So I'm guessing just to mitigate the whole hate mail disaster with Sideshow, they decided to cut the post off that they did post that these figures were going to be up for pre-order, but because of what happened to Buzz Lightyear took a week and a half, and then everybody was attacking Sideshow like, where is it? So they took away the posts, so they don't have to get hit with any hate mail or voice or messages for that post, and they'll post them either this week or possibly next week for the event. You know, the flashback event for Sideshow or whatever that's called, flashback or going back to school, whatever event. You know, I think they're gonna put those up for pre-order that week just to push the event for people. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, the base looks like it has like chrome effect inlaid into the actual Republic symbol.
I like how they're teaching you tutorials on how to put the gloves.
Remember, with the clone chrome, no glove, no love.
There you go, OG. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, they're saving it for the recent con next week. That's happening. Yeah. So be calm, y'all. Do not go spend $600 on a Captain America at T-Dubs. All right, you out of your damn minds. Just be humble. Just be safe. All right. It's not worth it to spend a quarter scale on a Captain America stealth suit. Chill. Hey, CMB, I had to cut you off because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Damn, that's shiny.
My bad.
It's all good. I don't want to get copyrighted, and I gotta go mute the 5 seconds that happened. I'm army building Cap from T. What? That's $1,200 for 2. Oh my god, bro.
Oh. Or is that a reference to the meme that's on a 6-scale survival guide? So, you got scammed by Toys Wonderland.
Well, if you get scammed,
yeah.
Apparently people come out that they never got scammed from TW. I'm like, yet.
Yet.
Oh god, I'm aging myself, but what was it? City Slickers. Kill anyone today yet, Curly? And he goes, day ain't over yet.
The day ain't over yet. I love that movie. Damn, that looks so... I know people were complaining about this Funko Pop looking Clone Trooper, but that's going to look so nice in your display. I don't care. You could call me a Funko Pop sympathizer, what have you. I want this. It's coming.
You know what? I am almost tempted to see how he looks against the Chrome Mando.
Oh, yeah. If they do the Chrome like this as good as they did with this Trooper, I'm hoping they follow suit with the Chrome Mando. Yeah, they really did a good job on this. Yeah, and people are saying this one might be going up for more monies in the future because
that base does have that chrome inlay effect.
I mean, it's already $450 on eBay.
Really? $450 on eBay? Damn.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hey, Geekin Out, people.
Amanda agree.
Oh, look at hey, come on. Who's posing this? Come on. And people say that guy can't pose. Look at that. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, you put your primary in your dominant hand and your secondary in your non-dominant hand, so okay.
So that wasn't too bad. How many y'all getting? I'm getting 2.
I'm getting 1, but I'm still waiting for them to actually ship because I got the alert and notification, and I'm still stuck on the pending shipping. So you did get your email.
Money out.
Yeah, it's pending or whatever. So I mean, they took the money, and I'm just waiting, checking. Hey, does this thing have a tracking number yet? So
yeah.
So I'm hoping with this going up, they've got them, and they're going to be giving me a label this evening. So,
well, I was able to get 1. Now I need to. I was only able to get 1. Now I need to get. Now I need to have 2. Yeah, I couldn't go with just one with this bad boy. I had to go 2. There's no way.
I wish I would have gotten 2 now. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, you got your Jango. You got Jango Fett, right?
Yeah.
You can pose him up with Jango Fett. Hell, you could pose this up with Jango Fett and pose him up with the Stormtrooper Chrome.
I know. It's just the dual helmets, one that have one of each. Now that I see it.
Oh, that's video. Right. Yeah.
Like, dang it.
Other than the base, this thing does look really dope. I don't mind the base. It's the figures that's the real prize out of all this.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this looks good. Nate, I have 1 paid off, and the second one, last payment on the 20th. Nice, very nice. All right. Let me see. I think the only thing. Wait, are those painted chrome?
I
Yeah,
think they're
right?
detailed and weathered with chrome, or to that
Ah,
effect.
okay. Okay, I wanted to make sure because last time for me, I wasn't a big fan of the Death Trooper.
Yeah, you can see it. They've got definite weathering, and instead of like where normally it'd be like the scratch marks, to be like the exposed metal, it almost looks like they highlighted that with the chrome, because you can see it especially around like the barrel area and on the buttstock of the
Yeah.
rifle, and then you can see it on the parts of the sidearm too.
Wow, I love this. This is a good set though. This is a real good set. They chromed out the accessories and the helmet. Come on, come on. This is coming in a bit. Yeah, this is coming home. But all right, guys, let's move back to what we were discussing about the situation with the Grails. So actually, first off, DonPrime, let's hear your thoughts on the figures because you weren't here yesterday in the morning. So let's hear your thoughts on these bad boys.
Had to work. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm almost like, okay, what took you so long, Hot Toys? Because I think everybody in the community, or at least 95% of us, especially when we saw in the teasers, and then obviously the first 20 minutes of Endgame, it's like, okay, so we're getting a 2.0 stealth suit, and then it just never happened, and I think everyone forgot about it. So I hope it's a huge improvement over the original suit because, as we were talking prior to going live, that suit is a lot of work. You need to do a lot of modifications. So I'm hoping this is, you can already tell it looks like it's a new figure because it looks like the arm and shoulder area are two separate pieces. Almost like the concept cap.
Okay.
I do like that he comes with the Infinity Gauntlet.
People were complaining about that though. People didn't want the Battle Damage Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos. They rather would have had the blue shield instead, or the stealth shield.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not like there aren't 38,000 copies of a blue stealth shield done by a third party on eBay that you can get for $30. So
yeah, at that point, yeah, and diecast too. You can get diecast of these blue shields or any Captain America shield, what have you, on third parties out there. Diecast, you can do that. So I'd rather just do that then because they don't do diecast anymore for their caps or their Mjolnirs anymore.
No, it's probably they don't think it's worth it, financially, because it's a lot of R&D and research. Because if you have to do a die-cast mold, that's a little more expensive than a normal plastic mold. So
yeah, proportion-wise, he looks great compared to my current cap. I have my current stealth suit cap. The proportions are similar to the EndGame. Honestly, I feel this is better than the EndGame. The only thing with EndGame cap is that you get the bells and whistles with the Mjolnir and the battle damage shield and what have you. And if you guys haven't picked up the Captain Puerto Rico suit, you can pick up the stealth suit and get your clean shield right there. Look at that.
I'm just looking at it. What if this was a remold of the EndGame suit?
I feel it is. I feel that it is.
Because I'm looking at EndGame cap right now, and I'm seeing slight, very similarities, if not matches, to the chest armor. So it's not going to be textured like that suit, but like the star is generally in the same place, and they'll just add the inlays.
For me, the reason why I did one of my first figures I wanted to pick up when I started collecting, outside of Sideshow, buying from collectors, was the stealth suit right here. But I wanted the 2-pack. I wanted the Steve Rogers to go with it. That's what I wanted, and I got it for cheap, like about $300. Cheap, about around that price, $300 shipped for the set. And I'm here like, damn, that was good. The real prize was the actual Steve Rogers look, which I do enjoy. I really love. They should really bring that back. Figures with just the regular looks with them, and then correlate with them with their 2-packs and what have you. Yeah, I really want them to do that again. I'm feeling that the new armory that's coming in from for Dark Knight. I'm hoping that is the suit for Bale. With the cane and everything. I hope that comes with it.
I got you. Yep.
The solid blue in the suit rather than the blue and red really makes the shield stand out for me. True story. Yeah. this has always been one of my favorite suits or slash color palette for all of these. You know, for
well, I mean, the cool thing is too, it actually has a U.S. flag on it, and it has his name. You know, because at this point he was working under Shield, so this is almost his military cap uniform, not his normal Captain America. This is like I'm literally back in the military as Captain America. This is my military suit. So,
no, I really love the proportions. The proportions are so much better on this stand. Like, even though my self suit is modded, like the proportions here are beautiful. Like this, they've really put in the work to get this suit just right with the physique with this. Yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah, just look at that. Look at that, Captain America. Damn. Yeah, he's coming home. Now look at this. Look at this pose right here. You couldn't do this without modding Stealth Suit Cap. You couldn't do this without modding it. So that tells me more. That tells me that this is this is a 2.0, guys. This is they really put in the work to get this suit posed up. Like they for flex it. They didn't have to do that. They did not have to do that. They were like, no, I got you, fam. You guys want to know this is a true 2.0? Look at that.
Yeah, they took all the R&D money from the head sculpt for Mark 46 and put it in this cap.
Yep. Yeah,
boom. Looking for this?
Boom. We're looking for this. No, it looks great. That's my favorite look for Cap. It would be nice if all Cap figures had the Age of Ultron Magnus on the back, arms, and back of the hands. I love Age of Ultron Cap. The Magnus plus rider colors are awesome. Yeah, that's the one thing I did enjoy about Age of Ultron Cap is the fact that the magnets. But the thing is, it was all this magnet design, and the whole magnet design where he could like pull the shield towards him in the film. I wonder what happened with that. I don't know. Maybe Cap didn't like the whole idea of using technology. He would rather just maybe on the field he kept having malfunctions on the field with it. So he's like, nah, I just freehand it. So are you picking this up, DonPrime? Is it out soon too? Or,
I mean, I'm done with Marvel, aside from the stuff I already have on order. But yeah, if it's not from Infinity Saga, outside of anything new, I'm not grabbing it. So,
so now because this is being a 2.0, for this, I'm cool for what we got with this as a 2.0 because I've been asking for a 2.0 for this figure and for Winter Soldier for a long ass time. And well, since I started 2019, so I'm happy that we are getting a 2.0. And honestly, 2.0s are perfect for me when it comes to bringing figures back. Like I'd rather have a 2.0, more of a 2.0 than a reissue. But I still pick up a reissue if I had not. Like for example, if they reissued Yondu, I have Yondu right now, but I'd be glad if they reissue it, and through a film or have you or a flashback. I will love it. They give you a reissue because there'll be collectors out there that had not picked up a Yondu, and I'll be okay with that. There's certain figures I'll be okay with a reissue, but I'd rather want a 2.0. Honestly, if you're gonna reissue something, give us a 2.0 out of it. Give us something to be wowed at because certain figures back then do need a 2.0. This is one of the best MCU movies of all time. Yes. I consider this more so one of the best movies from the Russo brothers in general. Period. Like they have to be an MCU. This is one of my favorite films, not only MCU but favorite films in general because I did like the whole idea of Hydra just being been in the woodworks of Shield for years after the end of World War II. I love the aspect, like the mystery, and then the Winter Soldier come into play, and then the whole the twist at the end. Yeah, I love this film. This film felt more so a 007 movie than the current 007 movies we got recently. I did like Casino Royale. Casino Royale was one of my favorite Bond in recent years. The Casino Royale recent years, I think it came out early 2000s, so that thing is over. But this right here is one of my favorite more so sort of 007 movies because it felt very spy, felt very like a 007 movie, just with Captain America in it. Let me see. But that's another thing too, which, you know, speaking of reissues and 2.0s, how did you feel about the Mark 46 though? Did the Mark 46 yeah, no, you don't, because CMB he shared his thoughts with us.
I mean, okay, so I mean, it's kind of like you have that one guy, and everyone knows who I'm talking about. You know, the reissue Mark 46. But I guarantee you, he's still not happy at this because it's still other accessories the original had. So I mean, what's the point of having the Mark 46 as a reissue if it's not doesn't have a head sculpt? You know?
Yeah, I felt that it was more of a 2.0 or 1.5 because if you compare this with the original one, there's changes involved. The paint is different. The whole there's different portions. The body portions don't look similar to what we got with the original Mark 46. The Mark 46, it's still considered. I feel the Mark 46 is still at that point. It's not even a Grail at that point because it's a Grail for most people, for most Iron Man collectors. I get it, but the prices weren't that bad with that. Like people were literally like commenting the guy that kept saying Mark 46, reissue Mark 46, but they're like you can still get it for reasonable pricing. Like it wasn't like a Mark 47 what was a horrendous resale price, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and at this point, if they're going to do this, it's especially with the battle damage chest, are they going to reissue Civil War Bucky?
Let me see. Hot Toys needs to move on. Why do they keep going backwards? Leave Civil War alone. Hey, I don't know why they did this one. Well, to be fair, they've been doing this for Iron Man's anyway. They've been going back with Iron Man, so it makes sense.
I think it's to get new collectors because Hot Toys is seeing that the market is, you know, in the past couple of years, like the collecting community has grown. So I think a lot of it has to do with them trying to entice newer collectors into jumping in or continuing on with staying in the game because they missed out on a lot of these figures being new collectors.
Yeah, CB, that's another thing I want to bring up too, because there's collectors out there that do feel that Hot Toys is more catering to the new collectors nowadays than the veterans. You know, I'm considering myself new. I'm not a veteran in the Hot Toys game. I consider myself new. I just started in 2019. This right here is good for me. Like I have a chance to pick this up because it. Yeah. But then again, I could have just bought the Mark 46 the original on eBay for not as expensive as this. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't that expensive to get the OG. But here's the thing: I always like to get a new. I don't like to get an older figure that's been kept in a box or what have you. Mm-hmm. I'm very selective with figures that are kept in a box for years until it gets resold or what have you, or depending on the collector who has been treating that figure as well. For me, it's hard for me to go back and pick up figures like Batman's or leather figures leather figures because you might get it. It's all destroyed by the time you get it. You know.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, that's why I think it's good. Like I don't have any hate towards anybody because they're, especially Hot Toys, because they're making new. I don't think that they're not catering to old and new. I mean, they constantly release new stuff and then they release old stuff or reissue stuff. So to me, it's like they're catering to everybody. It's just you're always not going to make everybody happy, and that's what you're always going to see, especially with, you know, the invention of social media and everything. It's a lot easier for people to just jump online and show their dismay and disgust with something instead of just say, hey, man, more power to everybody who's going to get it. Me, I'm not, you know, more power to everybody who is. Instead, it's just, I guess, easier to be like, F you, Hot Toys, I can't believe you did that.
There's people out here that feel that way. Like the Facebook community, but again, it's just the cultivation of your grails at that point. Like it's not fun anymore because for the collectors that did complain about this, they feel that that their Mark 46 is dead. It's dead now. There's no story with that figure anymore. Now everybody's gonna have it. You know, I feel that everyone should have an opportunity to get figures. Like I'm not really into the whole idea of like I have the ultimate grail. You know what I mean? It's for me, I enjoy collecting because I love these figures, I love these characters. And if certain character is a grail, I either will take the chance to try and hunt that down for a price I like to sacrifice it to the point where, for example, the Yondu, right? I knew that Yondu was going to be expensive because it's a super grail out here, right? When I picked it up for $350. Now, if Hot Toys does come out with a 2.0 or a Reissue of that, I'll be fine with it. I'll be fine because it's a great figure. I want everybody that enjoys Yondu or enjoys that character to have an opportunity to pick it up, for a reasonable price. For me, I made the decision to buy that figure for $350, and that for that $350, I'm okay losing that $100 extra I paid for, because I'm like, that's something I could sacrifice. I made the sacrifice. I made the understanding when I bought that figure. If Hot Toys comes out with a reissue or 2.0, I'm okay making that purchase. That's another thing I wanted to share with you guys. If you are going to go and buy a grail out there and it's like $700, $800, make that decision right then and there. If this figure comes out again next year for 2.0 or a reissue, you just have that understanding that you are making that sacrifice. You know what I mean? Because Hot Toys is in the game right now to do 2.0s and reissues. So if you're spending that grail money on $800, like for example, what happened to the Mark 47, everybody lost their minds because there's collectors out there that spent $1,500 on a Mark 47 and
more
then
than that
got released. You know what I mean? So it's a game.
Yeah, and another thing with like reissues or 2.0s is another thing is people would want the original, and especially if the original has specific accessories or a head sculpt. So sometimes, again, with certain figures, and again, it's not just in 1/6, it's in other collections like with Funkos or Masterpiece Transformers and the third-party companies. If the reissue is, not to say less, but not as inclusive, or it doesn't grab the same mark as the original does, sometimes that 2.0, the reissue, that'll actually cause the original to spike in value too, because it's not what people want. And so people think they have no chance to get it on retail what they want. So now they're going to go to the secondary market and they're going to be forced to pay those prices. And the problem is they're not the only one who has that idea. So they're going to be essentially fighting, similar people who want the same item for the same reasons. So,
and then another thing too, Hot Toys, they're not oblivious. They're not dumb. They see the eBay sellers. They see the resale market. They saw the Hulkbuster. They saw the Mark 47. They saw the tumblers going for money. And they're like, you know what? We're doing this event where we're bringing back the 2.0s of the Batman Begins, the Dark Knight trilogy figures. Why don't we bring out the tumbler? Why don't we bring out the Batpod? To get newer collectors coming in to the rack up the dough, and collectors that missed out. There are vendor collectors that did miss out, and they want to go and hunt these down resale wise. There you go, an opportunity right there to pick up these figures. I'm more so for opportunity for collectors coming in, because I do feel sometimes some of these resale prices are outrageous, and if you don't want to commit to the sacrifice, just play the wait game and see what happens. You can either play the wait game and get it for a reasonable deal, or Hot Toys comes out of nowhere with a reissue of 2.0. And me as a new collector, I'm cool with it. I'm not like gonna be raising out of your damn mind arms that when Hot Toys releases a 2.0 reissue. The only time I do is when I make the sacrifice call with the animated Boba Fett. If they had not reissued the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, I would have been like, you know what? I would have just got the animated Boba Fett, and then I would have gotten the Empire Strikes Back of 2.0, not Empire Strikes Back, the 40th anniversary, right? I'm like, I could have waited. I could have gotten the animated, and then I would have moved on to the 40th anniversary packaging, because I got the deluxe. I got the deluxe Boba Fett, okay? I have the deluxe Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, but I don't have the 40th edition of it. I could have gotten the 40th and said hell no to the deluxe and went for the animated. Damn it. that's the only time I'll complain, because I made a sacrifice call on the animated, which I understand. It's my call. I sacrificed the animated. Here's the thing: the animated didn't rise up the prices until both started coming back with the hype trade. You know what I mean? So, so it's okay. This too shall pass. There's probably going to be a moment in Book of Boba Fett where at season 2 or season 5 or season 300 where he's going to come back with the animated look. Okay, that might happen. Okay, I could dream. I could dream.
Now they'll do a live action version of the cartoon, and they'll have a de-aged Luke with them.
Yeah. People would rather Hot Toys make 10 Darth Vaders and never release one again. Which another thing, guys, if you're not on board with the battle damage Darth Vader DX version from Kenobi, there's Return of the Jedi around the corner. So you know they're gonna give us the Return of the Jedi Darth. Like, remember, as long as Hot Toys lives, there will always be a Darth Vader. There will always be a Boba Fett. Now
the funny thing is, if you've actually read the interview with Howard, you know, and how he loves Star Wars movies. So literally, you know, in every multi-worlds theory, so the 2 movies he potentially was going to see was Star Wars. The other was Orca. You know, basically the Killer Whale Jaws ripoff. So good thing he went in to see Star Wars. Otherwise, we'd be getting, you know, 1/6 scale killer whales or whatever. So,
so heavy nerd. I just bought the ESB Vader, knowing they was doing one for Obi-Wan, knowing it would be better by one the ESB. So yeah, there you go. If you come to the understanding of a figure you're going to pick up, right, and for Grail money, I mean, like over like 2 times, or you know, $150 more than retail, right? If you come to understanding that if there's going to be a new Vader around the corner, you're okay picking this up for that price, because this is the Vader you want in your collection. This is the Vader. This is your Vader, the only Vader if you want, or this is the Vader that you want to keep in your collection, because it has these memories, has these moments for you from that film that fits for, you know, your collection. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm an Empire Strikes Back fan. I'm going to collect everything from Empire Strikes Back. It's basically the Vader, you know? So, and then there's some people out there that may not even want to get any other Vader after that. They just want the Empire Strikes Back because Empire Strikes Back is their favorite film of all time. But so far, this Mark 46 ain't too bad. You know, it's the only thing that's missing is just, you know, the head sculpts and, you know, some of the bit more battle damage piece and what have you. It does come with the battle damage chest plate. The base is different. That's nice too. If you already had the Mark 47, or you have the Mark 85 and Mark 50 or Mark 85 clean, there you go. That's the head sculpt you can put on this. That's all. That's right there. That's all you need right there. Hey, so Cisco Mafia Anthony is in the house.
Hey, brother.
What's up, guys? What's going on, man?
Hey, bro, how you been?
You know, just working and busy, man. But no, it's cool, man. Been watching a little bit just now, man. All this Grail talk, right?
Yeah. I saw the stream, you know, a few days ago. You know, you and Denobi just going back and forth about what's up with these Grails and 2.0s these days.
Dude, well, you know, they've been doing it forever, but it just seems like lately they've been doing it more, right? I think anyway. Like, it's just like, oh, here's another Wolverine, here's another Iron Man. Well, Iron Man's expected, but you know, here's RoboCop. You're like, oh, okay, nothing. You know, they're gonna go back and pull everything at this point.
Yeah. I feel that you know, people again, you know, what Denobi said in the stream. This is a new animal for Hot Toys. Hot Toys is now in it to, you know, bring in the surge of dough now, you know, with newer collectors in play, right? I feel they are catering to new collectors with the whole 2.0s and reissues, because they've been going down this line with the Iron Mans since I started in 2019. You know, they had the Mark 47s, the War Machine reissue. I don't think it's even a 2.0. It's a reissue from Iron Man 2.
Mark 1. That straight up has the reissue ribbon, like on all the promo shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, you know what? Like, I've never been a guy who hated reissues or 2.0s. Like, reissues, I'm kind of like, just because, you know, the technology adapts over time. They evolve, they get better. Look at DX19, right? That's you know, a taller body. This Bucky's a taller body than the other Bucky's, for example, right? So even though it's a new figure, but you know what I mean? They're evolving. So it's like, if you give me a 2.0, no issues. Because like you said, there's people who missed out. A lot of people want that stealth suit cap. Well, now they can get, you know what I mean? Now they can get it. And it just looks so much better. It looks so much better than the original one.
Exactly. Now you don't even need to get the old one to modify it to do all the stuff you want to do with this one, you know?
Right.
No figure surgery.
Yeah, no, this one looks great. Now, and with Denobi, we're comparing his too, you know, and just by the, you know, the color's different, the body's different, the skull, you know, there's just so much better about it. Like, it's like I had first Avenger Cap. That was my first hot toy in like, what, 2011, 2012? And like, I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I bought it. But then, you know, as you go over time, you're like, you know what, this thing stinks. I can't even move it. The articulation's horrible. You know, it just, and it's not their fault. It's just at the time, that was the level that they were at. You know what I mean? So now if you're 10 years later, obviously they're going to be better. So, you know, and they don't reissue or 2.0 everything, right? I mean, think about the hundreds and hundreds of hot toys we have. So I don't feel like if they just like reprint, you know, they just like, here we go, we're starting over, you know, and then just 2.0ing everything, I would be upset.
Now, Mafia, I was going to ask you, because it sounds like that you'll be all for it, for the first Avenger cap that you have, that you will want Hot Toys to go and do 2.0.
Oh yeah, if they made it, oh yeah. I don't know if any of you guys have had that cap, but like the shoulder pads are so like, I don't know if it's just like thick cardboard and then they've just wrapped some fabric around it, but you cannot. It's like crunchy. You can't move the shoulders. It's very awkward. Super restrictive. It's like he can barely pose. He's very difficult to pose. So if they were just like tomorrow being like, here's, you know, first Avenger cap, World War II, awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Because it needs it.
Yeah, you know what I was gonna say though. The stealth suit cap, same issue. Like you had to mod it to actually pull to make these moves here. Let me show you again. Like I have it, and even my modded one still has issues. You know what I mean? Like you have to really put the work into getting it to do this. You know, especially
that would be like impossible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
my modded one. Yeah, my modded one, I could do this, but it'll be taking some work. But if you take the original, you're breaking that damn figure all day. You're breaking this. You might as well get a new body after that. You broke it. That's not coming back. No.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it's all about it. I think it's a great opportunity. You know, we all see that like every day there's new collectors coming in every day. You know, just that never ends. So I don't think it's fair to deprive people, right, of opportunities. What if that's like your favorite character ever? Just saying, you can pick anything, but this, you know, this stealth suit cap could be like the one that you really want, the more than anything, right? And now you have an opportunity. So, you know, when new collectors come in and they look at some old prices, they're like, Jesus, I'm not spending $500-600 on a figure or something, right? That's gonna deter them from wanting to be in this hobby. So I've always welcomed it.
Yeah, I agree. Like the thing is, for me, when I started not collecting Hot Toys, but I was in the Funko games so crazy, man. I still got a number of them. I still up there in the thousands in cash with them. So like I was like on site trying to pre-order these Funko Pops, battling resellers, what have you, and there was opportunities where, you know, Funko reissue certain Funko Pops because the resale was crazy. Like they were going into the hundreds, into the thousands on these particular Funko Pops that I wanted, and they reissue them, and I welcome it because I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a freaking 3.4-inch Funko Pop. You out of your damn mind?
Yeah, like, no way.
Like now I get it. If it's a convention piece, okay. No, I get that because that's hard to get. Not many people are going to be at the convention to get the Funko Pop. I have several of them, but the Funko Pop, you just got to go to the store and buy it, and it's going for thousands of dollars. You out of your damn mind. And I'm more welcome the whole reissue, because there's collectors out there that are just coming in, or collectors that did miss out because resellers are buying it up with like on droves.
Oh, bad.
Right? Bad, right? Yeah. That's why I left. I left Funko because of that, because I was getting tired of battling freaking resellers all the time to get one of my favorite characters.
Oh, especially difficult, like Black Series and Vintage, all the same stuff, right? Because people would just go swoop around every Target and just buy all the boxes, and then you're like, well, shit, I just wanted to go to the store on my day off, maybe pick something up, and it's gone, right? You're just like, come on, man. Takes the fun out of everything.
Yeah, it does. So this is fun for me right here. A 2.0, and especially a moment in the film that that Cap felt like at a loss, with what's going on. He couldn't do anything. Freaking Thanos blew up the Gauntlet and the Infinity Stones. There's no way to bring this back. When I saw that, I'm like, I need this Cap as a hot toy now. Like, I need this 2.0. Come on, this is an opportunity, Hot Toys. And I feel that Hot Toys is going to go back on certain films. Like, they went back to Endgame. Like, they could go back with several other figures, like Avengers, Hulk, if they wanted to. A 2.0.
They need to do another Hulk. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad, because what do we have? 3 Hulks? Well, 4 really, right? You've got the Endgame, like the pajama Hulk.
Sleeping Hulk isn't Hulk. Sleeping Hulk is not Hulk.
Right, but you got Avengers Hulk, Age of Ultron Hulk, and Gladiator Hulk, which is badass. But geez, they could totally. Well, look at the Mark 46, right? Civil War. We're coming back to Civil War again, so.
Well, at this point, if they're doing Endgame, and we've always been saying this for a long time, Endgame was the perfect opportunity to do Avengers Hulk 2.0, like an updated version from what we saw when they went back to actually see the battle. So that would have been the perfect example. But then they go with Stealth Suit Cap. And it's great for everybody who wanted one, but I think they would have made more money and made more of a splash if they did a Hulk 2.0, like original Hulk 2.0.
I agree with you. Yeah, because it's been a while. Like, if we negate out the Endgame Hulk, then previously we had from Ragnarok, right? So if you want,
and the Ragnarok one, as awesome as he's still smaller. Ragnarok Hulk is still smaller than both AOU and first one. So
Age of Ultron would be the definitive Hulk to bring. You know what I mean? Yes, I agree.
I've got AOU Hulk right now, and he's great. The only difference is maybe some skin texture and the paint applications and the pants he wears. Right. Because he has the Lycra pants instead of the ripped jeans.
That would have been a great thing to do.
So what do you feel about this Mark 46? I know you shared your concerns with it with Kenobi on a few days ago Tuesday stream. I can't remember. It's been a few days.
Yeah, what day is it? Wednesday? Monday night. Monday
night. Yeah.
We were gonna do a follow up last night on my channel, but they didn't put anything up for pre-order, because I was gonna analyze it and the prices, and so that remains to be seen. I don't have a problem with it again, but what I do find annoying is I feel like this is part of the whole like shrinkflation thing that's going on all over the world, right? Yeah. It's like it's inflation, but you're shrinking it. Like, you don't have a sculpt, you don't have the Captain America mask. Granted, I know it's not a reissue, so not every accessory is going to be there, but like to omit a head sculpt and just give us a different base, I don't know. I guess you could say like, hey, you know what? It's Iron Man. I don't want to see Tony Stark. I want them all Iron Man'd out, and that's fair. But I think for people who may want to sculpt, I feel like they're getting kind of gypped in that respect.
Yeah, I feel that Hot Toys also wanted to, also cater to the veteran collectors. Like your Iron Man Mark 46 is still considered a Grail because it still has accessories that this does not have.
Right.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing, though. You're gonna have to sacrifice getting this, because this one is sort of a 1.5. It's the proportions are different, and the paint is different. So again, your Mark 46 is still a Grail in your collection because there are accessories in there that this does not have.
Yeah, I would agree. But also, like, they kind of like, I swore up and down that like we knew that Bespin Luke was going to come back. We've seen it teased, and then I I was like, there's no way they're gonna give us the Vader helmet with Luke's head in it.
Yeah.
Right, that being a Sideshow exclusive, and then they did. So I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So you never know with these guys. On one hand, you think you have something special. I guess technically you do, right? It's a 2-pack battle damage. You got the weather vane. They're not going to give you that, the DX07 stuff. But like some stuff you think, oh, that's exclusive. They're not going to do anything with. And then they reissue it and you're like, oh, all right. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes it's just random. We never know.
Or like you're saying, they come out of left field, and then not only are they doing RoboCop, it's RoboCop 3, which, granted, that license was probably the cheapest of the 3 movies to obtain, but we're also getting the jetpack in his cannon arm. So, got to take the good out of the bad.
And if you don't like the movie, and you don't like the jetpack, just take off the jetpack. There you go. RoboCop 1 and 2, right there.
Well, yeah, I think I have to look at the picture again, but does it even say RoboCop 3?
Yes.
On the base?
It does. I think it does say RoboCop 3.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't know about the base. It has like the OCP. I think it has the OCP logo. I know that it's branded as RoboCop 3, but as far as the base, I think it just has like the OCP logo, and it might say RoboCop on the bottom.
Yeah, I forget because we looked a little while ago and just my brain gets scrambled.
I'm looking at it now. No, it just says RoboCop Special Edition.
And it's OCP on the logo.
Because the
no. It says RoboCop Special Edition on the title, but then it says RoboCop 3 on the packaging. It's RoboCop 3. Yep.
But I wonder if does the base have a name on it, or?
I'm gonna bring it up right now because I'm trying to find this base here. It doesn't even have a base. Where's the damn base? I think the base.
Because I thought like the swap out faces look more like Peter Weller, so I thought
they are Peter Weller.
Look at that. It does. Now the packaging will say probably RoboCop 3, right? But the base doesn't. It just says RoboCop.
See, so you're kind of like, oh, you could just omit the jetpack and then have Peter Weller half face, and you're like, I've got a RoboCop.
Yeah, I mean, the only difference is this has a little different, like a pinkish, purplish hue that almost looks like that camo purple blue fade color. I mean, that's a specific fade of the color. I mean, all 3 movies had different, shading and variations.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the only thing if you want to nitpick about that. I mean, that's literally the only thing. Otherwise, it's 100% the same suit.
Well, it's the color from RoboCop 2.
There is a purple. RoboCop 3.
Yeah, like CMB said, these colors are from RoboCop 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
you can
different.
You can still do RoboCop. Like it doesn't collectors are
RoboCop is still going to be RoboCop. It doesn't matter. It's RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With or without the jetpack, with or without the rocket launcher arm, machine gun attachment thing, it's still RoboCop. Regardless of how they change the paint, because the first one it's more of a bluish silver. And then RoboCop 2 is when it had that purple, pinkish, like almost like a hologram hue to the metal.
Mm-hmm.
And then RoboCop 3, they pretty much took the body from Part 2 and all they did was put the actor into it. Like they didn't even change anything other than the jetpack and the arm. Because it was literally just like a B-rated film, a budget film, but they literally took the props from Part 2 and used it in Part 3.
Yeah, so this is like a weird, like 2.0-ish kind of, right? Because there was we have a RoboCop 3 years ago. The jet.
Yeah.
Well, the single one and the one that came with the chair, those are die cast. Now the 2-pack, the battle damage one, apparently that's not die cast. That was plastic.
Yeah, the battle damage 2-pack with Alex Murphy as a cop, and then RoboCop battle damage with his. The helmet faceplate missing, and you could see his whole head. That one is all plastic. But the one in the chair and then the normal one is die cast.
It was a shame.
That's why I skipped on that 2-pack because I was like, I don't want it if it's not die cast because I have the original one die cast, but I didn't want the one in the chair because it's RoboCop in a chair. Who cares? It's a chair. And then. You had the battle damage 2-pack with Murphy, but they were like, oh, it's all plastic. I'm good.
So, guys, before we continue, I want to say thank you all for coming in. 147 people watching. Hit that like. You need to channel. Hit that subscribe. Also, hit up Cisco Mafia and his stuff, too. He be talking about, the craziness of the world with Hot Toys, what's going on with the drama and what have you. Check him out. And also, I want to say hello to everybody who's just come in. Femme Fatale, Fett, Pedro, the works. Thank you all for coming in. We're going to be ending around 8 for the stream because I am going to go to work tonight. But other than that, I don't know if Donobi will be able to come in. He usually comes in after 8, but at that point, he's going to be in the stream. So I wanted to make sure to let everybody know what's going on. But, and, going back to the Grail thing with Hot Toys and what have you, for me, if Hot Toys decides they want to do another Yondu, right? And Yondu right now is $700, $800, right? It's pretty much rivals that of the animated and the Anakin Skywalker Dark Side Edition, right? The Yondu, as far as like detail and also Grail status and Grail monies, Yondu right now, if they let's say Guardians of the Galaxy 3, there's a flashback where Yondu just doesn't have the fin, but he has his regular head with the dome-like
like the really shorter kind of mohawk thing,
the sort of mohawk, right?
The original one,
right? If they did a flashback with that, and Hot Toys is like, you know what, we're gonna put that out there. Will people be mad that they don't get the fin or any of the accessories from Guardians 2? I think people will be okay with getting Guardians 1 Yondu looking figure, and as long as they have as long as they have a Yondu. And I feel that collectors like me who have the Yondu right now, who cherish that Grail status, we have accessories that makes it so unique compared to the Yondu that come after. And that's how I feel about the Mark 46. Like, if I had the Mark 46 right now, I wouldn't be pissed off about it, because I'm glad that people having their Mark 46s opportunity, and also the Mark 46 currently right now that's available, or on collectors' shelves. That's a unique piece right now because it has accessories that you can get with the new one.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think they do a what if Yondu, considering they're doing what if Star-Lord T'Challa?
That'd be cool.
So here's the thing. And again, for like you can have your OG Yondu next to Star-Lord, but then you can have the what if Yondu next to what if T'Challa Lord.
Yeah. Hell, they could do a 2-pack, honestly, if they wanted to. Like, the only way to get it'll be like kind of like a deluxe edition set, kind of like what they did with Boba, Boba Fett. The only way to get the Tusken Boba Fett is through the 2-pack.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, because I don't even think. We could argue that too, right? We could say that in Book of Boba Fett season 2 or something, he may have more flashbacks where he's in his Tusken robes. Mm-hmm. Would that warrant them a reissue? Do you guys really feel like it's you see what I mean? Because I think that, right? We never know. We're like, because I'm in the same boat, I think, as everybody else. I'm like, well, they're not going to give you another Tusken robed Fett.
They're not.
But then if they show him again in some flashback, you might be like, shit.
Another Geico lizard scene.
Well,
right.
I think people will be more. I think people will be more mad if. I think the reason why collectors are mad at this point with what happened to Mark 46, and even so the stealth suit cap, is pretty much they may have gotten cheated for getting into the resale game for purchasing. Like, let's say, for example, what happened to Mark 47? Literally, people bought it for $1,500, $2,000 on the Mark 47, and then here comes the reissue the next day. Even though there was word out that the Mark 47 was going to get reissued, and people still bought the. I feel that people need to also be informed with what's going on within the community before you actually make a purchase. You know what I mean? Like, I know people don't like to be on social media or what have you, or that don't have time for it. But if you are going to get into this game of Hot Toys and purchasing figures, especially resale figures, like going to $800, $1,000, you will like to be informed of hearing rumors or what have you, because that's going to help you make purchases in the long run, right? For me, let's say, for example, the let me see what recently came out. There you go. Let me see the Martys and the DeLoreans, right? There was word about that. We were talking about that for freaking months about that, and people kept buying DeLoreans for resale, right? And then here comes the DeLorean flight conversion. And then people were complaining about that, like, oh my God, they reissued the freaking DeLorean. How dare they? I spent twice the amount of money on what it is right now on Sideshow. How dare you? How dare you, Hot Toys? I'm here like, but we were talking about. Everybody was talking about the DeLorean coming back. You know what I mean? I feel that at the end of the day, that $1,600 DeLorean is still going to be $1,600 on eBay. It's not going to keep going up. Okay, it's going to be there. You know.
Yeah,
so,
it's dipped a little bit, but I mean, it was like 2,500.
There you go, 2,500. Yeah.
You know, but it's dipped. It's dipped. It's, you know, I've seen like high
$24.99.
You know, right? Now I've seen them. I think the cheapest one I saw was like 18-ish. So somewhere 18 to 22, but it hasn't dropped that much. It's like you're saying, Nate. It's still the Mark I DeLorean.
Yeah,
it's not going to change when the Ecto 1 Afterlife comes out. The original Ecto 1's not going to just, oh, here, you want it, $300. Like, you know what I mean? It's
no, it actually might go up in value even more because it's a secondary effect.
Yeah,
you have this, and now you want the original. So again, you can't have one without the other.
Yeah,
it'll go up in value for sure.
Lou,
hey Lou,
four-pack Ghostbusters 4-pack will definitely go up once the Afterlife Ecto 1 drops, because they know the demand is going to be there for the figures in the OG Ecto 1, so people are going to capitalize on that.
They've already gone up. I was looking at them. I was like, oh shit, like upwards of $3,000.
Yeah.
3,500.
Well, again, I feel that
I've seen it up for damn near $5,000 for the 4-pack now, and I remember when
oh my god, we don't talk about
complaining that 2,500 was a lot, and now you're looking at 4,800. Like, good God Almighty, that's 1,200 a figure.
And they're showing their age.
Oh god, that's literally with the Ecto 1. That's literally like more than a used car.
Oh yeah,
like a real like you're spending more money on a 1.6 car than you would actually for a legitimate used car 3 years old.
I could buy a sweet Honda Civic for that.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw like
a 1986
Acura for like $4,000, like
with a spoon engine. What's up?
You gonna build me a 10-second car?
Oh my god,
because you can't do that with 8 seconds.
Hopefully they can work out their licensing issues, Blitzway anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, give us Ghostbusters 2.
My buddy was telling me it's not them. It's literally two old guys who just keep getting greedier and greedier and greedier for their likenesses.
So that means we won't see a Bill Murray Ant-Man figure.
I don't know, because he signed with Marvel and Disney. So Disney and Marvel might be like, look, because you signed on with us, if we want to make you into a figure, you can't say shit about it.
There are likeness rights clauses in all contracts. You just don't know if, because it's Bill Murray, he has like an exception or some saying.
It's true, but it's also the mouse.
Oh yeah, they got a huge hand in.
Yeah, exactly.
What happens all the time.
Hey Lou, how does that work for your for Hot Toys? How does it work for Hot Toys size comparisons? Would that still work?
It's like a Battle Room Logan.
No. Well, no.
Yeah, Battle Room Sentinel.
It would work for the Sentinel that you see like Marvel vs. Capcom, but even then he was a little stylized and different. But yeah, like if you want a comparison between the 6 scale.
Okay, let me get you up. Give me a second. That's not too bad,
dude. That would work for the actual movie, because that was like the height for them in the movie.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah,
remember?
I mean, they're much. I mean, they're much larger realistically, but that's still pretty. Exactly. Like all my old 3.75 X-Men, that would work. Exactly. Pull them out, and then have, because Sentinels were huge.
Yep.
Well, I wonder
the animated series. They were huge. They were huge,
right over houses and stuff. Just
well, in the animated series. This comes with a Maximal head.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, this comes with the Maximal head, Battle Damage head, Tri-Sentinel head, and then the regular head.
And for the movie, you just say that, hey, these are the movie Sentinels.
So
all you need now is a Peter Dinklage with a shitty bowl cut and a stupid mustache in his 70s suit.
So I wanted to bring this up real quick. $5 super chat from TX Boy 210. What's up, bro? $5 super chat.
Hold up.
Oh my god, that was good.
On cue. On cue.
That's why we have a great community to make these informed decisions. Y'all not only help with the making tough decisions, but make great entertainment. True story. True story. We try. Yes, we try. I feel that that knowledge is power, and this knowledge will help you in the long run. Like, you need the knowledge not for anything, but especially with Hot Toys, because you don't want to make the wrong decision in buying a figure that it's not worth it to you, or like, for example, going after a $1,600 Anakin Skywalker. You out of your damn minds with that. Okay, you can do whatever you want with your buddies, but damn, $1,600 for Darkside Anakin, like what if Hot Toys just comes out of nowhere? You know what?
Bruno.
Let's say Hot Toys comes out of nowhere, comes out with a freaking 2.0 version of that, a set where it comes with the light side head sculpt and the dark side head sculpt. And at that point, it's not a Toy Fair anymore. It's a new figure that comes with all these accessories. You know, they can do that.
Yeah, it's an amalgamation.
They can literally do that. They could literally give us a DX version in the future. Where, hell, 2025. What is that? That is 20th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. My bad. But yeah, Revenge of the Sith 2025, and then 2023 is Return of the Jedi. But yeah, 2025 is Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. At that point, you're like, damn, what if they do that? Not saying they will, but at that point, I'll just wait and see what Hot Toys wants to do with Revenge of the Sith, because I'm not gonna go and spend $1,600, $2,000 on Darkside Anakin. At that point, that ship has sailed for me. For me, everyone has their own breaking point in prices. For me, once it hits like $400 past that, and it's $500, $600, I'm not gonna play that ball. Like, I'd rather just go and get a quarter scale at that point. But
it's true. No, it's a ridiculous price. He shows age too. I don't think that the Dark Side Anakin is very good looking, to be honest. Like, it's okay, but $700-800+ I don't. Like you said, they're gonna come out with it again. If nothing else, they'll do it again in Obi-Wan. They'll just be like, well, here's a Dark Side version for the Obi-Wan show. Yeah, that scene right there. That's all it is. And then no Mustafar base, and newer body, USB lightsaber. Then the Dark Side one's gonna look like.
Oh my God! Yeah, USB powered lightsaber too. Look at that! Wow.
Yeah, done deal. Like, and then you're gonna feel like a fool, right? You're like, damn, I spent $1,000 on a figure that sucks. But we don't know. It's like it's almost like inside trading, like stock tips. Like, we don't know if something's coming. So sometimes you're like, no, I finally saved up some money. I'm gonna get this figure. That happened like last year, right? Someone just bought the War Machine Mark I for like $900, and then like a day later they were like, reissue. Like, oh shit!
Biggest upset ever.
Yeah.
Well, again, like I was saying, make sure to be informed, and also the fact that we're in a different realm when it comes to Hot Toys now. It's a whole different ball game now. They can go and they can look at they can literally look from a year before. They look at all the resale pages. I'm like, oh, look at that figure. It's hitting that mark, huh? Let's get the monies in. Hell, look at Venom. Yeah, Hot Toys was like, second opportunity with Venom. Let's go.
Venom. Oh. Venom.
Yeah, but how crazy was Venom, right? So he hit like $1,000. Then they immediately do a Venom Let There Be Carnage, and now Venom's in like BST groups for like $250.
Yep.
You're like, what the hell? Like, the market is totally screwed right now.
You took a loss on that one.
Hugely.
Ah, man. Let's see. So do you guys? Oh my God, CMB. We don't talk about that, CMB. Well, we'll let Lane talk about that. We'll let Lane talk about that. Oh my God. RP for Lane though. His Grievous did come in broken though. That hurts me. The premium format Grievous. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it came in.
There were Grievous mistakes all around. Let's just say that.
I think it's the curse of the Dark Side Anakin. He sold it to pay for his premium format Grievous. The Dark Side Anakin was like, "I'll get you for this." If I'm laughing,
he goes and tries and buys it back.
Power.
Yeah, he's gonna go try and buy it back, and now it's like, it's $1,500.
No.
If anything,
My hat was
listen,
during
I
the trade
warned
is like this.
I
I
warned him.
hate you.
Did I not? I warned him. I was like, hey, man, I collect statues like you too, Lane. I'm telling you, don't do this. This is not the one.
Oh, that's right. The Stormtroopers. Look at that. Remember the Stormtroopers?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was talking about like, yo, I need to pick up a Stormtrooper. You know what I mean? And then here comes Hot Toys like, want to bet? There you go. Booyah. Stormtrooper. No, people were saying they're never going to reissue the Stormtrooper. And here comes Mandalorian with the episodes in the beach episode with the Stormtroopers. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting new versions of them anyway for Andor.
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure out how a statue that's missing a leg broke its leg in shipment.
It's Sideshow. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, my Rancor statue, as you know, I got it. It literally, you know, the legs were breaking off. I mean, something with legs.
That was a legitimate excuse. Yours got attacked by Russian circus bears.
Nate, speaking of Sword Troopers, I sent you a message that is from Andor.
Oh yeah, send it to me on
Facebook.
Oh.
So that was, I guess, Face showed that. So that's
the new, like the commander.
That's to your point, right? That's to your point. Like all of a sudden, you're like, well, here's another one.
Yep. There
Is
you
this
go.
the one with the new pistol?
Yeah, see, he's got the white on the chest, and then the white.
This might be the commander,
like
like a Legion commander.
Yeah, he's got white shoulders on both sides. He's got the white stripe. He's only got a pistol.
It is a new
instead
pistol.
of a
Look
rifle.
at that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's how they print money.
Yeah, they've seen that. You can actually see this in set leaks from Andor. This exact character.
Yeah, you know we're gonna get this. They're good. I
So-
thought he was gonna make this. Like, here you go.
absolutely.
You just add this to your other short troopers. Cool.
So another thing I
tough.
want to bring up, Dr. Julius says, this high value on Arena Boba Fett is going to push Hot Toys to re-release another Boba. Now, I'm not sure if we are going to get more batches of Arena Boba Fett because the Arena Boba Fett it's a Toy Fair exclusive. It's hard for them to go and put out more Toy Fair exclusives unless there's a caveat to that. The 2-pack Superman and Batman. That brought in the Nightbird Batman. Nightbird Batman was a Toy Fair exclusive. They found a caveat with that by doing a 2-pack. It's not a Toy Fair exclusive anymore because it is a regular figure 2-pack. Right?
And the loophole was it was Zack Snyder's Justice League, not just Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't released as a because it wasn't released as a movie masterpiece series. It was released as a TV masterpiece series.
Yeah,
Ooh,
as a 2-pack.
with-
So
Yep.
And updates to the jacket. So if it's
yeah, but
not
that was
a reissue.
a little unexpected, right? But it technically was just a straight reissue, just repackaged. But you gotta look at the writing on the wall
if
too,
you
though.
change-
I mean, it's a Grail killer.
Yeah,
That was $750.
yeah, but
Okay.
not if you're changing materials. If you're changing materials, you're really changing something. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
they
I'm
changed it
saying?
for
It's a
the
1.5. It's 1.5,
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah,
because nothing else
yeah.
changed. All the accessories were the same. The swap, everything's the same. But they were just like, yeah, that coat was shitty. Here, we've improved it for you. You know,
Yeah.
that's basically what it was.
They put a Grievous. I know our figure is shitty.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
We've updated it. You get a new
yeah,
case.
exactly. Yeah,
Then
they
you
pulled
get
a
new
Grievous.
coat.
Here's a new fabric. Well, at least
okay,
Nightmare
guys.
Batman's a good figure, though.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. Julius meant another Boba. Of course, there always
yeah, of
gonna
course.
be another Boba Fett. As long as Hot
capitalize on
Toys, lives, there's no doubt there will always be a Vader. There will always be a Boba Fett. There will always be an Iron Man. Okay,
This is true.
as long as Hot Toys lives, those are the three main dudes. Okay.
Do you feel? Can I ask you? Because I was thinking about this the other day. That I was looking at my shelf, right? Particularly this second shelf, and
Yeah.
I was like, everything on that shelf, I fear is going to have another version immediately.
Okay.
You know, it's the Boba Fett, Mando. Well, obviously the other Mando we're getting with the blurg, right?
Okay.
We're
Yep.
getting another Chrome Mando. They have it posted on Sideshow, right? Mando and Grogu. But we don't know what the hell it is.
Yep.
Heavy Infantry's getting reissued. Death Watch, I'm sure is coming, and then the Armorer, we see a ton of her, and then of course Boba Fett's going to be back around. So I was like, I'm starting to feel like is Star Wars going to go down that path that Marvel's gone down, where you're like every season of something they're just going to give us a new outfit for every figure, like.
Oh yeah.
And if so, is that a problem?
I've been saying this for a long time. I've been not since the onslaught of these damn figures, like as of late between Star Wars and Marvel. I've been feeling that Hot Toys is going to become another Marvel Legends and Black Series, but for 1/6.
Kind of, yeah.
Nate, we said that. I believe we started saying that
when I can't remember
last year. With when Venom dropped.
Oh yeah,
because it was a reoccurrence that we were seeing when it came to the 2.0s with Iron Man and War Machine, and then
because that was about because that's when I started referencing all that to the sneaker game thing. It's just like Jordans and releases in different colorways and charging more money every time just to trick you,
and it's the same shoe.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what's making me worry.
The 80th time we've released the Jordan 3s, but it's a new color. So give us an extra $330.
Yeah. It's now some stuff I get, right? Like you got Toby and Andrew coming back, right? Because of the movie. If the movie didn't come around, I doubt we would have seen those figures, right? For example. But like for stuff like this with Star Wars, especially Marvel, with every new iteration, look, we got another. I'm sorry, that Thor, I didn't really hear your guys' opinion on it, but that Thor and that Jane Foster, to me, they just look like plastic Black Series, right? Just like a little bit bigger, and I'm like, okay, so you're going to charge... Legends? Yeah, right? Like, or like Marvel Legends, right? Like, they're about $400 after tax. It's like, holy shit, like, and then...
Anime Thor, yeah.
You're right, like, what the heck, man? And it's like...
I can almost see, like, fig arts in that, the way they have the armor set up.
Yeah. I can't do it, so that's partly why I got out of Marvel after all the years, you know, because I had so much Marvel, and then I was like, but I also like other stuff too, and then I was in all these different Star Wars lanes too, so it was like,
you know, another thing
I
wanted to say too, I feel is also, well, I think is also at fault Disney, because
hugely
look what happened to the Star Wars game before Disney came to play and putting out more shows, more product out there. Like George Lucas, he made Star Wars an event that happened every 10 years, pretty much for movies in general, right? And if there was a show, it was something short, something small. That that you know, it was not like 80 shows happening in Star Wars in 1 year. You know what I mean? Now Disney's come into play. They got the resources. They're making Star Wars not like an event, but more like Marvel. Like you said,
they're making a product to consume, right?
Yeah.
I really
it's
feel
taking
like
away the specialness and the uniqueness that once belonged directly to Star Wars. Because Star Wars was one of those things. It wasn't being everything wasn't being force fed to you. You had a lot of your own headcanon too, especially with Legends and EU. So everyone that went in had their own headcanon. And then when Disney gets involved and does the sequel trilogy, especially with Rian Johnson, I mean, again, it's good as a filmmaker to try to subvert expectations, but you don't shat on 30 years of lore, both established in the movies, both in the fans that we know from the Legends and EU, and what we've basically established. Everyone generally had an idea of who Luke Skywalker was. And again, if you read some of the stuff that it wasn't canon anymore, but like, oh God, I forget what book, but Legends? There was an actual description from a Stormtrooper where they saw Luke Skywalker pulling a Star Destroyer down. And that was the inspiration for the Force Unleashed for Starkiller doing it.
Which was the inspiration for Obi-Wan, right? Because they just ripped off so much stuff
exactly.
on the show. Like, it's crazy, man. And it is, and you're right. And I think it has to do with that Disney, you know, they acquired Marvel, they acquired Lucas, and then they launched their Disney Plus. So they got all the stuff for the kids, you know, all the cartoon, all the Disney. And then they're like, okay, well, how are we going to keep people subscribed every month? So let's just massive, like, I'm sure you guys seen the banner. There's like 33 projects in the works between Marvel and Star Wars.
Yep.
And you're like, holy shit. And they just want you to consume. And that's just for Disney Plus, right? Or, you know, select theaters, whatever it is, right? Then look at the merchandising, right? Black Series,
but
Legends,
you're forgetting
the
evil arm. You're forgetting the evil subsidiary arm, Hulu. Because, again, if Deadpool say Deadpool got a series, and it's going to be adult oriented. That's going on Hulu. Punisher is now, but Punisher. Now there's rumors, and the funny thing is Rosario Dawson actually had to walk back comments, which kind of confirmed it. That Punisher's getting an 18-episode series, like Daredevil. And they're actually going to merge with Echo. Like, they are bringing everybody back street level. So, but that would be on Hulu. Well, so then you got to buy the special package to not only get Disney Plus, then you got to get Hulu. Too.
Yeah, it's the monopoly. It's the monopoly. It's monopoly. That's what it is.
Yeah, but we have to be aware of that as collectors, right? Whether it's Hot Toys, Black Series, whatever, right? We just, as I forgot who super chatted, it's the same thing, right? We have to know that, have the foresight that, like, hey, listen, there's going to be like 30 damn shows coming. So maybe pick the Thor that you like, because there's going to be a, you know what I mean?
I agree. Because
or be like Nate and get them all.
No. We don't talk about me. We do not. Everyone's not like me. Okay, we don't talk about me. Anyway, that's.
Oh, we got to highlight this. This is the new.
You're absolutely right.
The DC. Okay, so just to get back to C&B on this, here's a clip of my favorite clips from Tony Stark.
All right.
Yes.
Don't do anything I would do, and definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
What does that mean? That I'm an Avenger?
No.
I'm the victim here, all right? I do me, okay? Don't try to copy me. You'll go insane, okay? I'll handle my insanity. Y'all be safe out there, okay? Just be in the gray area. Don't go crazy with me, okay? Don't go crazy. Don't go along this crazy train with me, okay?
It's really
he's not trying to hit. He's not trying to hug you, Nate. He's just trying to open the door.
Nate, you telling people who are crazy about stuff to not go crazy is like you telling me to change my name. You must be out of your goddamn mind. It ain't gonna happen.
Hey, you know what they say? The crazy people know who the other crazy people are. So
it's true.
Oh, damn.
But it's easy to fall into that, though. You know, like you're saying, you could slip into that crazy, and all of a sudden you've got. Well, like I had like 200 figures, man. You know, I was like, what the hell am I? I mean, it's over the course of time, but man, I just did a huge purge. I sold like 40 something figures. I was just like, we'll talk about crazy.
Dude, we need to talk later about that. Like, what?
Bro, you guys want to know what happened? I was on my stream Saturday night. It was a few Saturday nights, and we were just shooting the shit, you know, kind of like we are now. Right? I didn't really have anything planned, and something popped in my head. And I was like, yo, like, gun to your head, man. You have to get rid of 90% of your collection, right? What do you keep, right? And I just I don't even know why I said it. I don't even know why it popped into my head. And I didn't even really give it much thought after the stream or during the stream. But, like, I was chilling in bed. I was watching some shit later that night. Yeah. And that thought kept just coming back in my brain. And they were like, yeah, man, what would you really, really keep? And I was like, well, my original trilogy, of course. And then just I don't know. I was like, fire sale, dude. Everything's gone, man. Like,
he had
almost everything. I did. Well, it's because I didn't connect. I like Rogue One. I don't love Rogue One. So that all went, that all went out the door. I didn't like the prequels, the Clone Wars, gone. It's all gone. Just because I don't connect to it like I connect to other things or like the original trilogy. And I want everything in my collection to be like awesome, right? To myself, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's like, what's great about your collection behind you, right? You're like, well, let me tell you. You know what I mean? Like we all love specific things, so it's just like, because you can get carried away, man. You get into that hype, and you're like, oh hell yeah, and then
hey, Mafia, I gotta tell you something. Clone Collector says Nate will go grab that gun and be like, "Are you out of your damn mind? I'm army building over here."
Well, yeah, man. Oh, even after whittling it down, I still have like 19 Stormtroopers or some kind of troop. I have like 19 or 20 troopers still.
Yeah,
it's like shit.
I think I have to army build. I think I got the Nate bug. I have to army build these guys.
What's your army building now?
Sentinels.
How many did you buy?
Well, I bought one thus far, and I'm looking at 3 more. So
What, you going to OB special?
No. 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 We don't talk about Bruno.
Yo.
So I want to also bring up the whole thing with Mafia have been saying. You know, we got all this stuff that's coming to play, right? For future films, future shows, and we already have abundance on Star Wars or Marvel characters. At this point, because of what is coming in the near future, and Hot Toys ain't gonna stop, right? At this point, you're gonna have to decide right now which collections you want to continue building, or which characters you want to continue to build, because at this point we're going to have like 20 kinds of Thors at this point, or they're all going to become like all these figures at this point with the different variations and shows that we're getting in movies. It's going to be Iron Man. Everyone is going to get an Iron Man treatment.
Oh, we're getting an Iron Man Mark II again next, I'm sure.
Oh no, it's guaranteed. We've been calling that for how long, Nick? Right. As soon as they announced the Mark III, Mark III Stealth, Mark II, possibly they're gonna do something like the Stealth Unleashed version.
Yep.
Oh, when they run out of those, they're gonna do all the house parties in diecast.
Well, the thing is, they haven't even done all the figures from House Party in even plastic. We're still missing Deep Dive. We're still missing Chameleon. So
Iron Man's their money. Iron Man's their money.
Tiger. Yeah.
Yep, Tiger.
A lot you're missing.
Yeah.
The deep sea dive suit.
Yep.
There's so much we're missing in regards to the house.
Well, you know how there was Red Snapper, and then there was the orange one. There's another version of the claw where the claw is on just one of the left arm, and where Red Snapper was the right arm. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, but this is the thing. When Hot Toys was in its prime and people were into it, it was cult classic stuff. You had your Predator, you had your Alien, you had your Predator 2 stuff, you had your Aliens, you had your Star Wars OG, all that goodness right there, because it was very nostalgic. There was nothing new at the time before the mainstream started getting more mainstream. That's with, episode 2, episode 3, then you got your Marvel stuff. Everything that's coming into the fray, it's like, okay, here's mainstream. Everybody can get theirs if you act fast. And you can get triples, doubles, and army build like Nate. Or
Daddy Chill.
No, you chill. Or you can go the route of getting what really just speaks to you. And condense your collection and make it very, very catered to your likeness. So, for instance, that Venomized Iron Man, that doesn't speak to everybody.
Speaks to me. It's hey man, I got him on my arm, bro. Of course, nice. You
already know. We talked about this. That's a buy because it's unique. It's not accurate, but it tells a story, and that's what your figures should do. Tell a story.
Well, even like some other stuff isn't though. So that's an invalid argument, right? Because first of all, you remember like a year and a half ago that shit dropped, and I was like, getting it. And everybody's like, ew, but I was like,
yeah, hey, right? Well, real talk. That was gonna be a pre-order until Venom came out. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the Venom. I'd rather get the pre-order. I'd rather pre-order Venom, and then I'll get this one later because I'm still gonna get the Venomized Iron Man. I love that thing. The only thing is, that before the Venom came out for pre-order, that I was gonna pre-order that. Like I was like, okay, so I'll pre-order this next week, and then here comes next week.
Right, and then you're like, oh, but then something else comes. And you're like, shit, maybe I'll, it's just, but it's just to lose point is that like. You've got a Chrome Clone Trooper, a Chrome Death Trooper, a Chrome Stormtrooper, right? Those aren't, they're like what you're saying, right? It's not really canon. It's not accurate, whatever, but there's something eventful for all, right? So with Venomized Iron Man, it's, Artist Creation 04 to celebrate the 7-year Secret Base anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? So they brought in the Korean artist to give his interpretation of Maximum Venom, and it's freaking sweet. So like, that's like the Samurai Predator. You know what I mean? It's like you get something special You want to talk about something that's a grail, that's down the road, that's not a reissued item. That's a very unique, one-of-a-kind type of thing, and that's what's cool.
I wanted to bring this up with Lou. Lou, I feel what you meant with Hot Toys in their prime. I mean, I think you meant by at their prime as far as the grails are concerned. Because a lot of these figures back then were more limited. Because I feel also Star Crash is feeling Hot Toys are in their prime. I feel they are in their prime with the quality of figures they're getting and the way they're putting things out and the way they're masterfully creating these head sculpts. I feel that this is their prime. This is their golden age. But I think, can you explain what kind of prime you're talking about? I don't feel that Hot Toys was in their prime back then.
All right. What is prime? Prime is 1, right? Prime is like the number 1 go-to. We couldn't see it back then when we were younger.
The best of the best, pretty much.
We were getting these. We weren't getting these. We weren't upgrading. They already had those. You had your Bruce Lees. You had your Crow. You had your RoboCop at the time. Cult classics. These are things that they'll get remakes, right? But they would rarely get a reissue until they sneak one in, like they did with RoboCop this time around. They're not going to give us another RoboCop unless, something else happens.
Well, it was the RoboCop anniversary.
Bingo. Something happened.
Right, something happened, right? I see your point.
Happened.
I would agree with you in a nostalgia point. Like if I was
That's what I'm looking for. The prime nostalgia.
Yeah, and if I don't mean this in a dick way, but if I was going to go over like feelings, not facts, I would agree with you. But if I flip it and I look at facts instead of my feelings, then I'm like, yeah, Hot Toys is definitely in their prime right now.
Yeah. Facts wise, prime now.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're kicking ass. Their production, the manufacturing, everything is like, but it's oversaturating though. So to me, it's like
oversaturated. That's not a prime to me. That's not prime to me. Oversaturating the market is you shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, but everything they've been putting out is fire. Minus Obi-Wan, minus Doc Ock, who they said they're fixing, right? Minus, well, it was minus Peacemaker, but now he looks a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So
here's another thing too. Here's another thing. Mafia loves to point out in his streams and Nobi streams, Hot Toys already got their money.
Oh yeah.
I feel that Sideshow is the one that shoved themselves in the foot by over buying batches. That's why we have all these freaking batches sitting at Sideshow right now. I feel they are the ones that shot themselves in the foot because we have all these excess amount of figures that haven't been sold out yet. It's been like 2 years and EndGame stuff hasn't been sold out yet.
See how many Iron Mans are on Sideshow, dude.
Dude, but that goes to my point. See, Prime is like nothing sits on your shelf, right?
Yeah, but Hot Toys doesn't sell direct, right? So that could be a topic. That's a whole nother situation. That's diving into T-dubs and the devaluing product and combating.
That's where my mind goes in Prime. Like back then, you couldn't find anything. It was hard to find stuff. If you looked and knew where to look, you could find it and you can get it. And you're like, okay, boom, I know later on this is going to be gold.
To be fair, you're right. Like when DX07 came out as the first licensed Star Wars figure from Hot Toys, right? Then like Han and Chewie, the Dark Troop or the Shadow Troopers, so on and so forth. So DX07 comes out. There are no Hot Toys that are Star Wars, right? So what happens? DX07 flies off the shelf. Okay, what comes out next? Han Solo, Chewbacca flies off the shelf. Why? Because they don't have 87 pages on Sideshow they can scroll through. You know what I mean? So back then we were like, oh shit, yeah, guess what? I bought 2 Han Solos. Why? Because my second one is now going to sell for $400 or $500 when it was $200, right? Because that was the name of the game. But as it just became more and more saturated, it's like
I feel we're jumping hoops on what is Prime, like what is the word Grail mean to people versus what Prime means. But but here's the thing. I know someone's been saying this for quite a bit on the chat. I want to address it. He's been hitting me up on this, and I keep forgetting to drop some points on this. Let me see. Where is this comment here? Okay, Dean Winchester. There's 2 comments here. I really hate those reissues of specific characters. It's just because when I was buying a figure back then, I had to make a choice. For X, if I knew all these Iron Man reissues, I would buy other figures. Like Avengers 1 Hulk, I mean, I want a reissue of that as well. I feel I'm being canned here since they only seem to be reissuing figures I bought back then and not the ones I missed out on. Not fair on my side.
I would chalk that up to bad luck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, nothing is guaranteed though.
Right. All right. This, if I wanted to bring it to like a comic book standpoint, right? Trying to get those golden age comic books now, you're paying an arm and a leg and half of your soul to get some of that. You get what I'm saying?
Don't forget that soul, though. Don't forget that soul.
Yeah, don't forget that soul. The little sprinkle of soul, right? But
sell it to the comic book guy.
Around, let's say around the death of Superman and stuff like that, bro. There were so many prints that you could still find it for dirt cheap.
There's a handful of comics in the 90s. Literally,
90s,
I can count
yes.
on both less than 10 key issues in the 90s that are worth anything, and I have them all or I've sold them, right? Because the 90s was massive. You want to talk about this mass production like we're seeing with Hot Toys. Yeah. Go get a Jim Lee X-Men #1. It's 50 cents in any comic book store, right? To this day. To this day. You got Amazing Spider-Man 300, New Mutants 98, 87 maybe, Spawn #1. There's not a lot. The Death of Superman's worthless. That's what I mean? And you were like,
yes.
I remember buying it too. And because here's the funny thing. It was so overproduced, DC's actually doing an anniversary because of how well that sold, how many runs they did. So basically they're turning this into another event to say, hey, this sold so well, but it's kind of like we overproduced this. We saturated the market. We shoved it down your throat. So I get that point,
now.
yeah.
So,
and that's the effect I was saying with Hot Toys. That's what my comparison. The Prime is like, you got one, you can't find a comic anywhere. But now I could pick the one from 90s today. Just like,
but
you can still find the Death of Superman in a sealed black death baggie that had the red blood Superman logo.
$5.
You can still find those for like $5 over retail.
Yeah.
In the full pack that had the armband, the poster, all the other stuff in it. Yeah.
So I wanted to bring this up real quick. Collect what you love the most. So I learned this the hard way. I know collectors now are learning the hard way now with the coming reissues and what have you. Like what happened to let me see. What were we talking about earlier? Sorry, I was just like Dean Winchester's comments,
like all the Iron Mans and stuff.
All the Iron Mans and what have you, right? So I learned this the hard way with Funko Pops. Like when I bought on resale a $160 Funko Pop. It was the Thor Infinity War version where he was glow in the dark. He was the moment where he became freaking Thor for me in Infinity War. Where he got the Stormbreaker, glow in the dark. That was the hot commodity during that time. That was 2018. That figure I bought for $160, the Funko Pop, right? Literally came back to reissue, right? Just a few months later. Just a few months freaking later for $30. You know what happened? That Funko Pop has still not gotten back to its resale value since then. You know what I mean? Like it's like 130. I've lost about like if I was going to sell that now, I only could sell for 130 and still be missing 130. Still missing that $30. So that's where I think it's also good in a way, to have these mistakes happen or these experiences, because now I know better when it comes to buying now for future collections like Hot Toys. You know what I mean? I feel
now, right? But just like maybe what he was saying earlier, he didn't know then either, right? We don't know. We just collect what we like, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, they're remaking this. What the heck? Like, you know what I mean? We can never predict the future.
That's another thing too, but damn, it is a full house.
Oh, me. Step by step. No, that's a different show. Sorry. Damn it.
It's a story. of a crazy
I
crew.
said Full House. Next thing I know, you got T-Rock and
Well,
six
once
girl
I-
collectors and a bunch.
songs
The
from,
gates
like,
are open.
family TV shows.
Oh yeah.
So,
Somebody.
but here's the thing though, like Hot Toys, they've been changing ever since I got in 2019. You know what I mean? Like there was things that were happening that like we were joking about. They're gonna keep reissuing 2.0 Iron Mans, and here we are. They are doing it.
They are.
You know, they are. Yeah.
But the thing is, the reason they're doing it because it's an established line that knows they're going to get profit from. It, again, once Hot Toys takes the money and gets it out of their warehouse, they're done. They're fine. They have their money. They don't care what happens. So as long as that keeps happening, the process will continue. You'll see updates. You'll see new versions of Iron Man. You'll see, new versions of Thor, new Captain Americas. We'll see, wait 5-7 years. We're going to see throwbacks. We're going to go back to the classic line, or like you'll see Mark III, a special edition, but it's an anniversary, in 2028 as a 20th anniversary, something like that. So,
well,
you think it's bad now? Just wait until, it gets to the point of, like you said, it's almost like shrinkflation. They're going to need to potentially limit who they make. They're going to have to limit the available characters, and they're going to focus only on the characters who get them the most profit off their initial investment. Basically, it's all ROI, return of investment.
And there's a queue. I mean, you guys know there's like I was talking about this last night, like Johnny Silverhand, right, from Cyberpunk. That's still not out. It's going to probably be early next year, mid next year. That's a 2.5 year. Right, that's a 2.5 year window. Why? Well, the game sucked. Right, it wasn't well received. A bunch of problems. Blah blah blah. So that is, and regardless of whether or not you care about the game or the figure, it's good to have that knowledge in your head. Right, you're like, well, okay, that's not very well received, and we can prove that because Hot Toys keeps pushing back production on it to bring out the more popular. You know what I'm saying? Cable. So you have to use those kind of cable's long gone. I'm sorry that he's cool. No, he's great, but the hype's died down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and the funny thing you mentioned that is, sorry.
No, it's the same thing with Cyborg. Like, it's like they release like a lot of hype, right? And they just gauge it, like, hey, on terms of pre-orders and who's going to be doing what. Like, how many times we look at that pre-order list of like bestsellers, like who the bestsellers are, and those are the ones we always see that are coming out first and front of the line, and then the ones that are kind of like slowly faded into the background are the ones that get released like 2, 4, 5 years later, still coming.
Well, I'll tell you this: if the original cameos from Multiverse of Madness happened, not only would we have gotten a Deadpool cameo, Cable would have been with them. And if that cameo happened, Hot Toys would have released Cable like that Friday night or that Sunday night here.
They would have brought
and it would have sold out. It would have sold out. That's the thing.
Hey guys, I do want to get some word from P-Rock. P-Rock, he's just coming back.
Man,
like he hasn't been on the stream, like just like Mafia. He hasn't been here in a while.
I miss you guys. Tumbleweed in the wind, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like, hey, what's up?
No, like a turd in the wind.
I'm the ant grabbing onto that tumbleweed right now.
Hell yeah.
No.
That's how we roll.
Like a turd in the wind.
Easy there, Venom.
So, P-Rock, what's your thoughts on what's going on with the whole End of GRAILS situation people keep talking about?
So I'm still new on everything. I've been away, so I kind of like refreshed. I turned my phone off and everything away. So I was trying to watch the stream. Now, we mean the End of GRAILS, like because of the thing going on so far with the
reissues and 2.0s have been come out.
All right, I've always had difficulty with this because it depends how you define Grail. Like people have definitions for the Grail. Like I said before, are you talking about Grails more as like personal attachment or more of the value side?
I'm guessing right now it's the value. Right now,
the people. All right.
I think that's what the main reason behind of a Grail is the value.
All right.
So
my thing is like, all right. So I'm still somewhat new. I got my first Hot Toys and I think it was the Yoda was the first one I got. So I'm still like 2 years in. So when I came into the Hot Toys, this is when the whole pandemic stuff happened. So there was a lot of new collectors, and I didn't see I've talked to Lou about this on the side. Like to me, it's weird or it's crazy how we have smaller scale figures that hold the value much more and longer than Hot Toys do. I know Hot Toys do, certain ones do go up in value, maybe like $100 more or maybe $200 more.
Not anymore.
Exactly. So I'm saying, so when I first coming in, it was like that. Now it's like there's so many new Hot Toys collectors, so many new like figures and stuff. Like it's hard.
It's ironic, isn't it?
It
They're
is
supposed to be like the best of the best, and
now you get discount.
There's no value.
There's no value. Like you can't come into Hot Toys expecting to get profit from it. You have to go the Nobi says, maybe like the HasLab stuff, or even I always mention 3-0, but even
or invest in Hasbro
stuff. Yeah,
or actually invest in the company that makes the toys, not the toys themselves.
I think the issue is that there's, and people, and this kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier, with Lou in the beginning, is that like in the beginning, people felt like there was this FOMO because there was no Hot Toys for those properties. This was the beginning, and people confused themselves with FOMO equaling exclusivity, and there is nothing truly exclusive in Hot Toys. There's no edition sizes, right? They can print 10,000, they can print 100,000, they can print 150, like the Stormtrooper supposedly, right? There is nothing. So that if you get that out of your head, and like P-Rock's saying, like, don't look at it as an investment, because it's not. But we think it is. Some of us older collectors do, because that's kind of how it was in the beginning. But there's no numbered stuff. This isn't Enterbay. Like Enterbay, you know what I mean? I've got my Jordans. Those are limited numbers, right? You know P-Rock.
Or like Transformers, like P-Rock knows, like the fans toy stuff.
Right.
Like,
so
you talk about like holding its value, or like fans toys, they reissue stuff. My Dinobot saw like a 30% increase just on them reissuing old ones, because everyone wants the OG versions.
Yep, and even look at the figures Lou has right there, the 3-0 Trip Ninja Turtle stuff. Like 3-0, they do exclusive stuff. They don't do reissues. So if
the only reissues they've done was the DX line, the DXL line. That's the only reissues they've ever done.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones, because they're so small.
Yeah, you're right. And
No,
they're die
no,
cuts.
you
I think they gotta get the
you
money.
guys are, you guys are onto something, because everyone except Hot Toys, anyone that does 1/6 except Hot Toys, they have profit. Like look at Blitzway and the Ghostbusters. Try to get the OG pack, right, for a decent price.
Oh, we already talked about that. $5,000.
Yeah,
$5,000, baby.
Yeah.
7,000, 10,000.
Cheapest I've seen so far now is like 35. Even
better.
I'm like, what the? And I had somebody reach out to me too, and he was going to sell me a Venkman for 400, and I was like, oh man, I should just take it. But then I was like, what the hell?
You want the other ones? Exactly.
Put it with your the Ecto 1 battle damage. Do that.
No, I mean, I could, but you know what I mean? You're like,
that's like
it would
having
be harder
a Leo
to get the individuals.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like having a Leo without a Raph, a Mikey without a Donnie, and XYZ without each other.
Just use your imagination, Luke. Just use your imagination.
No,
on like
we had a super chat.
I know.
I agree with you. Because like that's why I never proudly said I had the Ninja Turtle 3-0 figures, because I had never had the full all 4 turtles. Now that I have all 4 turtles, now I can proudly represent that, because to have 2 or 3 of a set of 4, it just you can't really display that. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't feel right. It's gonna make you spend the extra money to get the other ones, and then in the long run, you're spending more money for the figures.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's just about love. It really is.
Yeah.
It's what you want. Because look, I can go over to Nate's and go to Don's right there. Nothing really else on your guys' right now, but you know what I mean. Seeing
what are you talking about? It's right here. You can't see it.
I turn my green screen off.
He got a wall.
Come on.
He got a wall.
If he gotta get the hammer, he got that stuff behind the wall. You gotta get the hammer.
Well, and I don't mean it no disrespect. I'm just meaning like visually, like when you see someone's collection, you guys have curated and personalized it according to your tastes only. You don't have
now
something.
You gotta make Loco Lu flex. Look at that.
Right, but see what I'm saying? Like Lou does not have that because Nate has it, for example. Right? I mean, sometimes there's that measuring contest, but other times it's like what you want.
Oh, hold up, I'll show you.
In your collection.
Hey.
Family channel.
Yeah, we do no pants here, so it's easy for us.
No pants crew. P-Rock knows.
Someone put him in a timeout.
All right. Time to get the super chat going. $6 super chat.
Oh, now we got another one.
Star Wars.
Oh, look at him die. That's shit. I want to see it die.
Oh God.
That's a calf there. That's a calf. P-Rex like, no.
I was trying to be
no,
nice.
half
I was trying to be nice.
Lou, get ready.
Kept going. Damn.
Yeah, it goes on forever. It's the song that never ends, my dude.
Get ready, Lou. You got a second one coming too.
Yeah, second one. Are Predator reissues next?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Please.
Oh my god.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Listen,
Dude,
we
with
had
the
like
success of Prey, I'm hoping we get some Predator reissues.
Yeah, no, I want reissue. I want re-release. I
Well,
want
you
better
know what?
bodies.
Now,
yeah, but the
if
thing
they
that gives
reissue
me
Jungle
hope-
Hunter. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say the thing that gives me hope about Predator, like or Prey, like right. I'm gonna say Prey for right now, and then Predator maybe later. Is that we got a Buzz Lightyear off of a Disney property, right? And usually you would never see that, like from a Pixar film. Like Hot Toys never did a Pixar film before that wasn't like a Cost Baby or something like that. We got a full scale Hot Toys. So if we get, if they're doing that with Hulu, right, with Prey and the massive success it is globally, you know, what's the chance of them releasing that probably from 2 months from now is pretty high.
It's pretty high. It is, especially in light of
It
seeing
wasn't Pixar
a
related, but they
RoboCop.
did Winnie the Pooh. Remember, they did Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yes, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
Winnie
it was a
the Pooh
live
did.
action movie from the.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It wasn't Pixar, but they
Yeah.
did go that kid toy
Wasn't-
route, but with Hot Toy
Wasn't
quality.
Ian McGregor in
And
that
that wasn't a U.S. released. It was a Hong Kong release, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Couldn't
the
be.
Winnie
It
and
was
Piglet.
It was region locked.
Region
Just
lock.
like,
Thank you. That's what I was looking
yep.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I
And
mean,
keep
and the
in
thing
mind-
is, though, what if they did something with all this hype? They remold Dutch. I mean, John Matrix Commando. Then they do that to Dutch to reissue like a 3.0 Jungle Predator.
Oh my
I
god.
hope so.
give me
man.
two words.
Please don't
I-
give me hope.
Give me
Ants,
a
can I
two-pack of
piggyback on
Dutch
what you said,
and
Ant?
Predator.
Hmm?
Give me a two-pack.
I
Dutch
thought you were
and
going to
Predator.
download that Ronin part where he goes, "Don't do that. Don't give me hope."
Oh, that's right. I need to
Yeah.
download that. I need to download that. Also, Ash Chase with $5 super chat.
I don't have friends. I got family.
And it's like, what the hell did I get into?
Hey man, I know what I get into when I'm here, bro. It's all good. It's fun, man. They've done some 2.0s already, right? Which is cool. So will they continue 2.0ing some other 1.0 Predators, or will they just give us 3.0s? Like
It'll be at that point 3.0s. Yeah.
I would prefer the
totally
2.0s.
likely.
I would prefer 2.0s because at least if you do 2.0s instead of reissue, the original does kind of keep somewhat value. If you just do a strictly reissue, same accessory, kind of what they did to Marty. Marty had the dog.
Marty
Like,
got
that was-
Einstein
that
and
was
lost the
2.0.
guitar.
But
Yeah.
what
And
everybody's
new-
talking
and
I'm
new
saying,
about
so
with
one
the-
accessory, I'll be
yeah.
cool with that. I'm okay with that because
Yeah.
that way the
Everybody's
older
talking with
fans
the
like
Predators.
John.
Everybody's talking with the Predators P-Rock with the, you know how we have multiple ones that have 2.0s. A lot of them would be 3.0s now if they reissue.
I'll take that.
Yeah, at
So,
this point,
I don't want
Because
Alex,
they had to keep redoing some of like Elder Predator. They had to
I
do
have that one, the
2.0 on
2.0, and that freaking body my. I had issues that
Exactly.
body in the review.
See?
Exactly.
So
I was
that,
with
see,
2.0.
that
Redo
one
the whole
needs a
body.
3.0.
Well,
Exactly.
no. Was it a 2.0? Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
a 2.0.
mine was 2.0.
Predator, yeah.
Yeah, because they had it.
And,
They did it for
Wolf,
AVP,
Celtic.
right?
Yeah,
That was
they-
the
they had to
2.0.
They had to do a 2.0 for Wolf.
Elder.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
they
my only
I
Predator
wanted to-
is Samurai Predator.
I wanted to bring this up real
Really
quick.
awesome.
I wanted
Keep
to bring this
rubbing
up
it
real
in.
quick.
Keep
Alex,
rubbing it in.
I'm
Alex
just saying, it's
hit me up
great.
with this photo over here of
Yeah, that
a
dude,
for-
that was a
40
low
year.
key flex. That's all I got is a Samurai Predator.
Well, I'm just saying, out of that, I'm saying he's perfect though. Like it's not like ew, like you would.
Yeah, you did say like it was like a lowly, like whatever Hot Toy, just a
This-
samurai.
Look,
Yeah.
this is
All I
what-
got
badass.
here is
what-
this
So, Nate, what is-
freaking Mickey Mantle.
This is a
That's
40-year
all.
grail right here.
Oh
This is
yeah,
a
this
40-year
right. See
grail.
this right here. This is what you gotta invest in. Stuff like this.
So this is
The
so
vintage, yeah.
what was this? Do you have any like history behind this? 'Cause I've never I know like they released old stuff, but I don't know what this is.
This is
It
the
was an
vintage
ESB
packaging.
line or like the so this is either the ESB line or post
Return of the Jedi.
ESB where they started the Power of the Force. So mint on card, that probably thing's worth what, 15 to 18 grand.
Wow. What? You serious?
Woo!
Yep.
Well, this is the Return of the Jedi version.
Okay, because it said the power of the Force, which was like they kind of
there's
use
no
that as
punch
the
hole in it.
in-between line
Oh, punch
between
hole.
movies.
That's mint.
Yeah,
right there.
God,
but
the
they're
punch hole's still in
they're
it.
using the picture of R2 game blowing up at the moment where he's trying to save, trying to open the door of Return of Jedi. So I'm guessing this is the Return of Jedi version.
Let me hear your best R2.
Okay.
I always tell little kids
that's money
like,
right there, man.
Here's another thing too. Here's another thing I want to bring up is that I feel like Grails will be taking a lot more time now, and especially with Hot Toys, especially with more limited versions of these figures that do hit Grail status, like the Boba Fina, the Boba Arena set, Boba Fett.
Boba Fina.
Yeah, Boba Fina. Boba Fina.
Yeah.
Boba Fina.
I think
you're welcome.
But I think there's a thing though that besides the limited case, I think when stuff sells out, stuff skyrockets. Like all the Iron Man stuff, like it still would go higher once things sell out, especially in that Iron Man's or Star Wars. Like if you go through like all the old Star Wars stuff, like Qui-Gon Jinn, right? When he came out, no one really wanted him, but now, you know, he's still pretty up there. He's like for 350, 320.
Oh
maybe.
my God! Everyone hated on that figure because of the hair, and
Yeah.
now everybody's
I
like,
was there.
"Yo, I need ISO, reasonable price." I'm like, "Yeah, but get out of here!"
Oh, I know. I got my Qui-Gon was here, like right away. Like I sold him now, but like
yeah,
I was all about that shit. You know what I mean? And then I sold him reasonably. I sold him to a friend for $3. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not gonna try to. But you're right though, right? Now everybody's like,
Yeah,
I need a Qui-Gon. I'm like, well, where were you then?
So that's the thing. Like when we're talking about Grails, like it's not like the Hot Toys dictates what's a Grail. Like they'll dictate it when they have a limited batch, right? They're like, this is store exclusive. You can't get anywhere. Instant Grail. Doesn't matter where they're going. But if the media also controls it. So if we have an old school, you know, like an old school character that comes out of the woodwork and we're like, oh my God, they only made one of this guy. And he was, you know, and everyone passed him up back then. Now he's Instant Grail. Example would be the Justice League, right? The Justice
nobody
League.
That. Nobody.
Right,
I
Nate?
wanted that.
No, that's the thing.
Nobody wanted
Get out of
the
here!
Justice League.
Get out of here!
I did. I was like, once they released Cyborg, I was like, the way Cyborg looks so damn cool.
But that's the thing, though.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the thing.
B's point, though. Like, that shit was done.
Exactly.
Nobody was expecting a Snyder cut. So Cyborg was just already gone. You're like, we're never getting that shit. And a lot of people sold their Justice League or they skipped them. They're like, whatever, the movie sucked, da-da-da-da. And then we had a unique opportunity, you know what I mean, to get the actual Snyder cut. And then they were like, well, shit, let's kill the
Like I
Batman
said,
Grail.
Yeah.
We'll bring that out. We'll bring out Cyborg.
Remember what I said before? Until something happens. That's the only time we get reissues of anything or something new to add to what we already have existing. Until
Well, kind of.
happens.
What about Wolverine, though? He came out of nowhere. There's no anniversary or event. It's just...
But-
See, but that's a good
but-
example. That's not
he
a
was
good
supposed to
issue.
cameo in Multiverse of Madness. He was supposed to
But
cameo.
see, here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's not connected to anything pre-existing other than the Days of Future Past that's already there. And this is like their reintroduction to leather goods. Because the last time they did leather goods was the Terminator.
DX10.
Wait, so wait, what's the question? Is like, why did they release in Wolverine, or is it time for? Or is it like,
Yeah, well, just to go with Lou's theory,
What's up,
you know, is that if things come out for a reason, well, what was the reason for Wolverine then? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
RoboCop
I mean,
had an
I'm saying
anniversary.
reushes.
Well,
saying
we had a
reissues.
Days of Future Past Wolverine.
Not this
No.
one.
The costume,
We never had a Bone Claws Wolverine. Never
Not a
had
bone claw, so they slightly changed him,
Except
but I mean,
no, I'm wrong. The Wolverine came.
The
with bone
Wolverine
claws,
with the
Mhm.
Wolverine with
With
the
the tux, with the tux, I'm
yeah,
wrong.
the tux.
yeah, with the anorexic body. It was
What are we
terrible.
arguing about?
why
what are
Wolverine
Grails?
is coming out.
Life.
What are Grails?
Well,
That's where we are. Grails.
Yeah,
What
I'm
are
just trying to get
Grails?
the figure of
Life
like
choices. We're arguing
the
about
question
drugs.
of like, hey, if
Life choices.
what led to the
choices.
Wolverine?
No,
right?
you know what? No. This is the perfect time to put this. This is what we're arguing about.
What a waste.
Come on, man. Drama show, big drama show.
I love how B's
I
my
love
man.
that.
Yo,
Drama
you know what
Bless
we need?
you.
We need Cut the beepity boppity boop.
Yeah, that's what we're
Drama
always.
show. Drama show.
Hey,
Drama show, drama.
Big drama.
No, but
big
it's
drama.
it's
Venom
really
on the
strange of
drama.
what people figure out.
Damn,
what-
everyone's
what's
coming
been
in now.
going- Oh,
The man, the myth, the legend, the
Oh
Nobi.
my god! Let's play some family
Now we
squares.
can do the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, let's do the
Brady
family
Bunch.
Yeah, we can.
Let's do the
Oh,
squares.
yeah.
You know,
Brady
Nate,
Bunch.
I
We can do
debated
the
about
Brady
joining
Bunch.
your live stream. You know that, right? You know, I mean, since you've been cheating on me, right?
What
I
do you
see
mean cheated?
Denobi, you can't talk, Denobi. You can't talk. You haven't texted me in a while, Denobi. You can't talk,
wait
bro.
a minute now. Wait a minute. I
Oh,
told Nate that one evening, go out, get some milk and eggs. Then I found out you're moonlighting with other influencers. Well, I'm home taking care of the kids.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah, busted.
I don't know. It's like maybe
You weren't supposed to
maybe-
find
I'm
it. You
sorry,
weren't
it's
supposed to find out.
Denobi, here's
Denobi.
for you, Denobi.
Yeah.
Maybe Nate is bored with me. Maybe I should get a makeover or something. Maybe he's out there looking at other influencers.
Maybe you gotta
Denobi, you gotta
put
show
on a
those
hat.
thighs, Denobi. You gotta put those
Maybe
short shorts on again.
some red hair, perhaps.
Maybe a hat.
No.
I like the red hair.
No.
There you go. That works.
No.
That's
What's
a
that,
start.
what's that
No,
movie
Get the red
called?
hair.
What's that movie called? Sleeping with the Enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
How many people
yeah.
actually know that?
No, Denobi. Send him a Feist and he'll be okay.
No, he won't. He won't know what to do with that.
You wouldn't know what to do with
Hey,
that.
I swear to God, if someone else shows up in this stream, I swear I am.
No, I think there's all of it. I think there's all
Yeah,
of it.
Is this everybody?
there is a
Yeah.
cap.
One more.
I wonder if there could be
Yeah,
there
one
could be
more.
one more person you could invite though.
Where's Doc?
No.
No, at this
No,
point, at this point, I want to try.
No
No,
more.
I'm gonna keep everything where it is right now. I want to keep.
All right.
I want to try and get Denobi's word out of what's going on with the world with Hot Toys. Okay, because if we
I'll
bring
be
somebody
quiet.
else in, it's gonna be
No,
just
man. How much time we got?
catastrophe.
How much
Oh, I
time we
love
got?
it.
We got
Anarchy.
about 20 minutes. We got 20 minutes.
Let's
We
go.
got 20 minutes.
You're on the clock, Denobi.
Hold my beer.
Hey, I got it.
20 minutes, Denobi. Let's go.
20 minutes. Oh man, look,
Go.
history speaks for itself. You know, I've been preaching this. I try to help out the flock, but you know, some of the sheep, you know, they stray, they wander off the cliff. This is bad. I mean, I saw the storm coming, but this isn't even a storm. This is like God's finger scraping the surface of the earth type deal here. This is we're talking Umbrella Academy. You blink and there's collectors that are gone. Facebooks are closed and you don't know what happened to them. You know, or worse, they go back to where they came from. Black Series, Marvel Legends, you know, trying to convince themselves of maybe that Wolverine and yellow suit ain't so bad through Marvel Legends. You know, this is bad. This is really, really bad. And pawns go first. Minimize your day one pre-orders, and hopefully you'll make it to Christmas. Maybe, Nate. Some of us. Maybe.
Well, no, I'm here. No, I'm here. I'm here for the long haul, man. I'm here on the Titanic. I'm on that captain. I'm on the.
I wouldn't say you should be on the Titanic.
I would
say you're on a different boat.
I don't know, Nate. The other day you're talking about everything needs to be day one pre-order. You're getting spooked by all these labels and exclusives. You're not. I thought you were a master. I don't know if you can sit on the cancel anymore.
No,
man.
Like I said, Denobi. I'm more concerned that the fact that I don't even have time to go out and get other companies anymore. Hot Toys got me. Hot Toys just got me, man. They don't want me to go out there and go to anybody else. They just want me like, hey, you're not
Nate,
leaving.
you don't have to get them all, Nate. You don't have to get them all, man. You don't have to get them all.
Don't you dare give me that.
He's even getting those Hong Kong
Bulbasaur.
figures.
You don't need Quasar. You don't need all those other.
P-Rock, do you see his hat? He's Ash Ketchum, dude.
Nate,
has
from the bottom of my heart, I just don't want to tune into your channel, and then you're wearing like the wizard's cloak and robe, and speaking jar. I just don't want that to happen. I don't want you to fall. Right
Live from the streets.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's for the streets.
I was like,
look, Denobi's always there to protect you. He's always there to hold your hand and tell you how beautiful you are, and then
look, I'm tired of holding hands. I can only look. It's like the Mark 42 falling out of that airplane. All the collectors are being sucked out of the 747, right? And I'm there. God damn it! I can't hold everybody. Jarvis. How many collectors can I hold? 7. Denobi. Whoa.
See you guys
People are
later.
gonna get dropped like a baby.
You lost, you be saved, or
Yeah.
you know, as I'm there flying, you know, skydiving. Sorry, V, I can only hold so many.
I'm a big dude. Don't worry, man.
He already chose V as the one to die.
Yeah.
I know. I'm holding on to the Denobi style.
Everyone else lives. I'm like the only one. God damn it.
To be fair, V, you did say no to that Boba Fett purchase, okay, V?
Yeah, I was following somebody's guidelines here.
I said no to a lot.
I told you that there, V. I told you that
Well,
there, V.
there's
Hey,
plenty of blame
I
to go
get what
around
you're
for
doing,
everybody
Reno.
on that one,
Yeah.
right? Because I even did it too.
Denobi's like, Jarvis, who here didn't order Boba Fett? V, he can die.
V.
Yeah.
V.
You know, and it'll be just like that because I'll be home. It'll be a remote drone I'll send. I'm like, tough luck, cats. I tried. You know, I tried telling
Oh,
you.
Jesus.
Denobi will
Just
have
like
actually
that.
enough drones. He's like, actually, you V, get out of here. Get out of here.
He'll even have a
I'll be,
drone that'll come
I'll
up
be
to
here.
V
You know,
and that'll
all
pop
you
out a little
collectors
sign that
buying
says, "Sucks to be
duplicates and
you."
thinking that those Thanoses are going to be worth something one day. I'll be sitting here with my proton packs, my HasLab proton packs, cashing in. You
What
know?
them blurs?
And your
What
Sky
the blurs?
Strikers. And your Sky Strikers.
Sentinels.
And the
And your
Sky Strikers.
Sentinels.
There you go, Don.
My man.
Oh, those blurgs are going to be bargain bin.
No, blurgs are going to sit forever. They're going to
Yeah,
be
3
it's what you're
SKUs, 4
gonna-
SKUs.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I didn't go.
It
I didn't
should've
go in
been a
buying the
Tauntaun.
blurs expecting money. I want the blur because I want a blur and quill in my collection. I don't care about the value of it.
Well, right, but my point is, don't jump into it,
Exactly.
right? Because the blurg and quill is like $500+, dude.
You gotta remember, this is
So-
all new collectors, so this is all new to a lot of these people. So
Right. So what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. You don't have to listen to me, but what I'm gonna do, because I'm getting the quill and the blurg.
me too.
But
That's
I'm
all
gonna
getting.
wait like 6 months or something,
Mhm.
and you're gonna find it cheaper. You're
Bottom
gonna find
dollar.
it with free shipping, no tax. It's just
Turn
that's
it
the
off.
game we're in now.
I'm doing the same
Blue
thing with the
screen
Return
king.
of the Jedi Scout Bike. Same thing. I'm just waiting because look at the Mando Scout Bike. People were selling the set for like $250 plus shipping.
Yes.
I felt like
Like, what?
an idiot for buying
Yeah.
that. For
I got
retail.
That
mine
hurts
from
me because I don't
Sideshow,
sell my
dude.
figures. That
Like
don't-
legit.
Yeah, I
got it
got
from
mine.
Secondhand
Sideshow.
market,
Show
man.
too.
I have to keep it now because then I'm a
Me
real
too.
idiot if I sell it for half of
Me
what
too.
it's worth.
Yeah. It's going for real cheap because it's too big to
Yeah.
fit enough displays, and you can't. And like people got two, and they're like, I'm an idiot. I don't even need
Yeah,
to.
I like it, but it's like if I were to sell it, I'm losing a considerable amount of money. So Return of the Jedi Scalp, like I'm just sitting on that for 6 months, and once it's
Hopefully,
bottom
hit
of the
that
barrel,
free shipping, right? Hit that free shipping,
exactly.
right?
Free
Free
shipping.
shipping.
$20 off.
Free shipping,
There you
15%
go.
off.
There you go.
some bucks, you know.
Yeah.
Good things.
I've been
I
getting
don't
lucky on
have the bike
eBay.
yet or Snowspeeder Luke. And
Yeah.
those are must-haves in my collection specifically. But I'm like,
No
I'm just
Spear
waiting.
Luke too. I saw one sell for $225 a couple days ago. And
Yeah,
he's
me
going
too.
down.
I was like,
Dude,
wow.
I bought
was
Lando
like, it
full
could go
price.
lower. I'll wait. It could go lower.
Right, just keep watching it. Two
That's
more
where
weeks.
I'm at now.
Yeah, like the Lando. I got the Lando at full price, and I saw him going for less than.
Oh yeah,
200.
that's another one. That's another one.
I was
Lando's
like, I am
bargain
cool.
bin and a half.
Yep.
Yeah,
Even
He's great.
even through respectable Hong Kong sellers, Lando's already been discounted. Bargain
yeah.
bin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is Moff Gideon. He's like $130 in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
all-
even-
Moff
okay.
Gideon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, They're
Yeah,
all getting,
Moff
and the
Gideon.
Clone Wars Mall, man, 170.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
done to my way.
I got
How much-
Moff Gideon off of eBay, brand new in box for $157.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Cigars. I don't have that luck cigars because I always got
I've
Doc cock
seen,
blocking.
yeah, I've seen some collectors essentially once they received the figures from Sideshow, still in a Sideshow box, and they just listed at a loss. They just want to
Right.
get rid of it. So yes,
Yeah.
there are deals on eBay right now,
Yep.
and through reputable
Sellers.
Okay.
He doesn't like Kang. Make his skin blue. Give him a helmet. I was like, dang.
The man-
You are
What's
Kang.
going on
The
here?
man who
That's-
remains.
You are Kang.
That's
I never
minus
saw
10
that.
points. No, you can't spell.
Make his
hold
skin
on.
blue. Give him the purple helmet.
You just
Yeah.
need some
Cosplay
variants
gang,
there,
you know,
Denobi.
Nah,
So, wait,
nah.
since you're Denobi 2, is there what happened to Denobi 1? Did you kill Denobi?
Oh, don't go into this
Yeah.
story again. Denobi, don't
Well,
break the story.
no. We don't talk about Denobi.
We don't talk about
We
the
don't
first
talk about
Denobi.
Denobi.
This is the version you're speaking with right now in front of you on this live stream is Denobi 2. Denobi
The man
1
who
has
remains.
been retired.
I can throw my TK emblem on.
I got you.
Kang
I
here.
know. I was doing a Kang joke. It wasn't.
Okay.
It was a.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking, too.
that's where I was going with.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the route I was taking.
Denobi.
Yeah.
Denobi Prime has
He
been
knows
laid
the
to rest.
story as to what happened to Denobi 1. So.
Is this Darth Plagueis? Are you Darth Sidious us right now? Right. Do you know the tale?
Like hashtag.
No. The Denobi 2 is General Grievous.
Yeah, we don't talk about the first version Denobi.
We don't talk about the first version.
No, what do you mean if it's Grievous, bro? They're one and the same.
No, Grievous Sideshow has been freaking terrible. Anything that's Grievous Sideshow's done with Grievous.
What a twist. The original 6-scale one seems like less of a piece of junk when the $900 one is even a bigger piece of shit.
Yeah, we were just talking
they got
about
they got it for $275, but then the $900 one's falling apart on people, and apparently it's like,
and it's not even a complete figure. They're falling apart.
Stay away from all General Grievous with
warned
Sideshow.
everybody in the beginning. I said if Sideshow's going to charge you $900 and make a figure and it's still missing its leg on one side, it's not worth it.
I haven't heard any
Obviously something
negativity about the
I mean,
Sideshow
from other
statue.
people who went to the
Really?
shows.
Oh, Lane.
It looked good.
Lane got his busted.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about Lane, man.
Oh,
Lane.
are you using Lane Kramer as your source? You're verified. Well, there you go.
Well, there's another.
Yeah, he sold his Dark Side Anakin to get a broken Grievous statue.
There's another YouTuber as well. Yeah.
There's reviews on YouTube already saying that, like,
what was his
it's
name?
$900
MCE?
and that it looks cool, but it feels cheap. Like it's plastic. It's not even polystone.
Oh,
The base is polystone,
It's not a
but
gold
everything
cap,
else
isn't
is plastic.
Oh.
Denobi, when you saw it in person, how did it look in person?
Oh, it's
When you saw it in
fantastic.
person?
I'm waiting for the coupons. That's coming home. We're not
I'd
going to
say
get a
talk
Grievous
to
roll.
Lane.
Yeah, that's 100% coming home.
He said, "Say talk to Lane."
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure Lane will
to
tell you
I mean, this is Lane. Come on, if he's listening, this is the one that was, in love with the Christopher Nolan Batman, and then the minute all that stuff started dropping, he's like, I have to break up with Christopher Nolan Batman. So I'm
Tumblr,
Tumblr, yeah. So don't.
A lot of people bailed out on that Tumblr.
A lot of people.
I still got mine.
Freaking huge. It's fracking huge.
I'm trying to work a deal right now with one of my local shops to trade up some stuff to get the Tumblr.
No.
Get some Tumblr deals, baby. Tumblr deals.
work those corners, man.
That
That's
premium
all right.
format Grievous will be coming home, but I'm waiting for the best deal. I'm not in a hurry. The statues, Sideshow statues always tend to sit for quite a while. And every now and then, when Sideshow needs to balance the books, they'll offer free shipping or a coupon or something, and that's when I'll jump in and pick it up.
You do the Sideshow seconds or whatever when it shows up. They might have those.
I
remember Don.
If you've ever purchased, if any of you have ever owned or purchased a Sideshow statue, you know what to expect. Also, if you've ever purchased or owned a Sideshow
Don has good experience with Sideshow statues.
His rancor.
I have all the rancor.
Lane says it, rancor.
His rancor. Mine is
brand new.
Mine is an awesome, pristine.
No, not your awesome piece. That was the new.
It was
new
a small
Rancor
junior.
The junior Rancor.
Or what I like to call the sequel. The sequels are never really as good as the first one anyway. So
yeah,
true.
It's just a repeat. It's the same.
So,
It's
Denobi,
the budget one.
I want to hear your thoughts on the constant barrage through the social medias. The end of Grails. Grails are over. Like everybody's been talking about it.
I want that.
I want to hear your thoughts on that.
That is a vote of confidence rumor that I could get behind on, because something like that benefits one person. Benefits me. It's time for a purge. I'm ready to start snapping fingers. We got to get rid of some of these kids that joined in when they were bored at the end of 2020. So if that's what they want to believe, and it'll spook them out so that we can get so that we can bring balance to the force. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Grails are dead. Kick them out. Let's go.
Aim for
the
his
purge
head.
collector edition.
Let's go. Well, however you want to do it, with the glove, with the Thanos glove, with the Q snap. Let's go. Let's get.
Or your Darth Anakin, send him out. Your Lord Vader, wipe out the Jedi.
Look, it's still there, looking good. You've had a lot of YouTube influencers and wizards, saying that it's going to show up.
The wizard.
I know exactly who Denobi 2 is in the Marvel universe.
California, the wizard.
I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll take the role.
Maestro.
Maestro Hulk. He'll make you think he's weak until he turns into the Hulk, and then he just smacks the living crap out of you. Be like this. Didn't I tell you not to pre-order? Didn't I tell you not to do that? Didn't I say to back this? Didn't I say kiss to listen and let the pawns go first? But I gotta get that Boba Fett, Boba Pheonix 2-pack. You know, I need to get 2 of those. You know.
It's coming. I got a script. I'm working on a little fun fighting script. Boba Fett is going to once it cools down, I'm gonna head out to the Mojave Desert. I'll build a Sarlacc. Loki, shut up. Sorry.
Loki.
I told you he's the man who remains. I told it.
See?
You are.
TJ knows.
You made Loki
Yeah.
the dog.
TJ knows.
The collector who remains.
He's got Loki locked in the closet.
Yeah, he's an alligator. Loki in the background.
No, I look. TW finally provided, after threatening them with fraud and all that, they finally decided to ship out my 2-packs. And once that arrives, I'll go out. Hopefully, when it cools down and so forth, I'll go out to the desert. If I can't go out to the Mojave Desert, I can. There's a few remote locations here in Las Vegas that can substitute, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Shinobi, just take the trip. Just go to 51.
Yeah.
Do the Naruto run.
Yeah, I was about to say the Naruto. I was
Make
about
sure
to
you
say
got
that
the
too.
camo guys and the white trucks in the background.
Yeah. I'm also waiting
Come to
on
New York.
I should be. I'm still 50. I 75%.
You coming in at NY Comic Con?
New York
Yeah,
Comic Con.
I got my
All right.
Saturday.
I'll see you there.
Saturday.
Yeah, I have.
Bro, you better
Yep,
come,
yep.
man. You better come. If don't tease me like that.
Yeah, I. It's the hotel. The price.
You can stay at my hotel. I got you.
No, but it's. I
I got a
want to
spot in my
stay.
bed
But
for
look, dude. The thing is, though, is that I have this urge to spend, and
Me too.
last year the hotel was like walking distance from the convention, but there was nothing to buy on the floor. Remember that? Remember that local?
Yeah.
It was like
Yep.
nothing, man.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, I remember
It
it.
was
Yep.
dead.
My pockets
It
were
was
burning
dead.
to spend, but
Yeah, and then you go out and find the Holy Grail of Grails. The Tortini D209.
I did find a grail that just
for Tokyo.
yeah, it's beautiful. The Ed 209 from the RoboCop 2014 grail. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's so rare.
And
It's
that's
so
Shinobi.
rare that you can't even use eBay because very rare ever show up. So you don't even have a real analytical number as to what this thing would be sold on the secondary market. That is the grail. That's the grail I chase. That's the grail. Power.
Yeah, dude. Come to New York and just
Nobody tells you. You trying to get one on your own, or you actually going to the site and seeing what block discounts they have?
For which one? For New York?
For New York Comic
Con. Oh, I have the badge. I have the press badge. I have to keep going.
No,
I got
say for hotel. Are you going to the site? Are you using because they have blocks of hotels with specific discounts?
Oh no. I use something called Priceline and hotels.com.
Oh no.
Oh man, William Shatner got you back in the early odds. Yeah. You're like, fuck Captain Kirk. I'm gonna. All right, I guess I'm going. Remember that?
Yeah, nobody was like, I've seen Shatter before. It's gonna be the same thing. And when me and V come out, it's like, dude, he's like some sensei now. You know?
Yeah.
Autographs. I'm immune to that. Those when they're when they're there on the show floor, I won't resort to shelling out $200 for a signature or a selfie between a plexiglass. I don't do that. Look at that Shatner. So
that is pretty nice though.
Yeah. And got it certified. So it'll be worth the whole $1 more.
I do know that character.
Well, the problem is back in the day, man, autographs were like free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Adam used to give it all the time. Nobody's charging for it.
Yeah, me and Anthony are older. Yes.
Yeah.
When I got John Delancey's signature, when I got his signature, all they charged is if you wanted his signature in a photo, you had to buy his 8x10. It was $15, $20. This is like the late 90s, and that was it. The autograph too was always included. It was just that you had to buy the 8x10 photo. That's how I, even up until like the early aughts, right, Anthony? That's what.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, so 2002 Grand Slam convention in Pasadena. Enterprise just wrapped season 1 on television, and I drove down to California. I went all 4 days. I hung out with just about everybody from the cast of Enterprise. Just hung out, shoot the shit, had lunch with them. just take pictures. That no problems, like free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, Jonathan Frakes, like Riker, easy. I bought like the little 8x10, like Denobi was saying. Nowadays it's like, wow.
Yeah.
People spending $300-400 for autographs. I'm like,
same for wrestling too. Cause like I was a collector in 2002, but I was a big wrestling fan. WCW. So I used to go to the shows. And same thing. You go to the shows, all you gotta do is buy a picture and you get free signature.
Yeah.
We had to do.
Some of them are you still can, but
Ewan McGregor's $250 per photo and an autograph.
I wanted to get John Cena last year. I'm not paying.
Christian was $400. He was one of the highest ones.
Oh yeah,
$200 for the signature and $200 for a selfie photo between a plexiglass. F that.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that's not. You know what I mean? Well, and you and I were talking.
Well, the thing is too, John Cena, even like P-Rock saying, he actually there was like 4 or 5 different levels of pricing. So he actually set up. And it was allowed by Comic-Con. You could bring wrestling equipment in. Like, you could bring a chair, and he'd sign the chair, and that was one price. A belt was another price. Like, he literally had a 5-tier price range.
That's kind of how it is with most people. Like, if you have like a small Funko Pop, it's a lower price. But if you have like a prop, like if I have Marty McFly sign my hoverboard or license plate, it's going to be like $500 or something. But if I have it signed
to do the same thing, which is this.
The same thing.
Could anybody even recognize Michael J. Fox's signature? I mean, it would just be like some
not only that. If you don't have a specific authenticity, you can't really resell that.
Hey, I'm allowed to. Hey, I am a licensed certified Back to the Future fan, so I'm absolutely.
Oh, I thought you said it's like I have Parkinson's. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Denobi. What did I
That's what he was saying essentially, but
I have Parkinson's. I can say big.
It's like okay,
demonetized.
He said it.
Especially that one episode where he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Did you shake this can? Did you shake this can?
Yeah,
Parkinson's.
It's great. But cons aren't what they used to be though either, right? I mean, like before then, we didn't have actors, we didn't have like these booth babes and all this cosplay stuff, and it was like before it became mainstream. Like I would go to cons, and you know who you'd see, right? Like Garth Ennis, Stan Lee, stuff like that, Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, other people. That's all it was. You got your comics signed, graded. Maybe buy some, exclusive prints, for the con. And then it just turned into this whole beast where all of a sudden all this stuff is like cool now. Because it wasn't cool back then, right? Everybody's like, oh, the comics, like Star Wars.
Well, and here's the thing, too. A lot of it is commercialization.
Like, oh, you're such a nerd.
Right?
That's what I used to get.
And here they are now. Oh, I love Star Wars. Be like,
quick.
Yeah, thing, like, hey man, where were you when you were calling me a nerd? Oh, that was all good fun. Like,
right.
So Don, real quick, I think your sound is coming in and out. Is it just me, or is?
Oh, is it back again?
No, it is. It's a little bit.
In Atari all over again.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But the thing is, we're gonna end the stream in a few minutes. So, if you want, just cut off your camera. That'll probably help better the audio because it won't be using a lot of the internet anyway at that point.
It's full of tubes, the internet.
Is anybody scared or concerned about these exclusives? They're not up on Sideshow yet. Is anybody
no,
I'm not.
I'm not scared, but
it's another Buzz Lightyear.
Do anything last night because we don't.
Oh
have
yeah,
data.
Nate, perfect example. I mentioned that yesterday. It's literally Buzz Lightyear. It was the same shit. Everyone's like, "Oh, selected markets, we're not getting them. Where is he?" And then 3-4 days later, we got him.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Now no one cares about him.
Yeah,
I figured you weren't. But yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, don't worry. These will be available at Sideshow. I think they're sending this up, selling these exclusive pre-orders up for their event coming next week. It's the flashback event or coming back to reality event. I don't know what it is. I know
there's going to be another sale on Sideshow. That's what we know.
Yeah.
10 points, Anthony. You got that right.
well, no, I'm serious. Because why do they keep doing all these events? Wall, because they're sitting on dead stock. Nobody wants to buy, and they're trying to sweeten a pot. I feel bad. It's like Sideshow's kind of like the ugly chick on the side over there.
Right.
And Toys Wonderland and other people are like everybody's eyes are drawn at the crazy discounts, love it or hate it, you know what I mean? Money is money. So, and Sideshow can only undercut so much of their margins. So they have to come up with these. Hey, we're having another. I don't know. This is August.
$75 off $75 off coupon.
Yeah, here's Thor for under 200. Here's Captain America Endgame for another 75% off.
You know who's going to be next for that Vision? That Vision figure is going to sit forever, and he's going to get that 75.
Oh, I'm going to capitalize on that coupon there.
Me too. He just went in stock. So wait about a month.
No, I honestly think they're going to do Taskmaster first because Taskmaster is still at the bottom. Like Taskmaster probably be like we ain't having
nobody want that. Nobody wants that figure.
So I think TW has like a hold though internationally though. Like they have because if Sideshow opened up an international store, they would get a lot more because people doesn't want to pay the shipping from Sideshow to globally somewhere else.
That's true.
It's just too much. Like they're like, well, then I'd rather just go with TW and risk it than just do something else.
Yeah.
Like I think.
Well, there's also the issue too with the VAT taxes and import fees, in Europe and Canada too. So if it's not coming from the United States, that also dramatically affects what they pay.
Right.
Well, and I get people outside of the U.S. I only speak here because America.
Oh no.
But like
I get you, man.
America.
America.
You've got the import fees and all that, and some other resellers will waive that, right? They can, whatever. And I get that if you're outside of the States and you need a figure and you can save money from import tax and all this other shit, then of course, Sideshow needs to improve. Like on their European side, because they do sell to
Yeah, you're right. They need to have like they need to just have like a shop, like a sweatshop, not sweatshop, like a shop.
You can't go back.
Geeking Out is
Let me hold on. Let me come back. Oh wait, no, I'm all big screen. All right, everybody. I made a pop-up shop.
But no, somewhere in the UK they need to open a warehouse. Like that would make a lot of sense for them.
Just like an ad hoc, you know what I mean? They just got this area that's just we're gonna dump inventory here.
Exactly.
We'll have a few people, distribute, work there in that building and just
instead of shipping over the Pacific, just take the Indian spice route and just put the Sideshow somewhere in the.
No, they really should because it's shorter distance to Hong Kong.
Wants to open up his sweatshop is India. He's like,
I have all my cousins and uncles. They're coming.
Just think about this, Magic Case. Magic Case, they're based in
they
Singapore.
Just need to be like our
they have a
military,
warehouse
just
in the U.S.
set up in all
Magic
nations.
Case, Magic Case has a U.S.-based warehouse, but they're in Singapore. So how can it's one of those things? Kind of going what we're saying. So how can Magic Case? Again, they're only making cases. They have a warehouse or facility in the U.S. So going on here, how hard would it be for Sideshow to do something else? And again, it could be in London or that area, or just somewhere centralized, which is the easiest for distribution within Europe.
But see, the problem with that is that's a perfect world, right? That's where everybody's like sunshine and rainbows. Because Sideshow's like, why the hell are we going to invest into a building in a lease in another country that we have to keep putting money towards just to get people their figures quicker?
Right, they're buying them anyway.
Like, they don't
so why
give
do
a
they
shit.
care?
Right, at the end of the day, right? They're like, well, our system works. It saves us money. They've already bought our product, so
yeah, that's very true.
You know, and I don't mean that as a disrespect. I just mean that as a business, right? A business is always going to, however they can, cut costs and maximize profit, and it's just the ugly truth,
Someone brought up Clone Stormtrooper is already sold out on TW. Yeah, we understand. So it's already the Stormtrooper Chrome sold out on TW. Captain America Stealth Suit 2.0 sold out at TW. Yes. Don't worry, Sideshow will have these.
They could only get 10 people to stand in line this week. They didn't have enough.
Same thing happened. The same thing happened.
You guys got to remember too. Keep in mind those were Shanghai exclusives.
Yeah.
That's mainland China. That's not Hong Kong.
Remember Marty McFly? Like how they only had 500 and it sold out and it went like hotcakes. Where's Marty McFly on Sideshow?
He's just still sitting there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is he still there for real? Can you buy
He's
it
on coupon? Yeah.
Yeah, you can still buy 2.0. With Einstein.
Well, and another thing too, I think it's the other thing about it is that there's hype, but it's only hype for us collectors.
It's only hype for us Back to the Future fans.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's exactly.
Right.
So
if it's not a clone or Ahsoka, it does.
So it will sell out. So if the DeLorean was to drop, let's say tomorrow, there would be a run on it because if you're going
to, absolutely.
That's what people are waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I'm waiting for one more discount on that Marty, and then I'm grabbing them.
Yeah. You'll probably get in this next round.
Play it to the discount, but just be careful. Don't wait. I mean, once it drops in Hong Kong, I would, if it's not discounted yet, buy it at the regular price because overnight it can go blue light and
disappear.
then boom. Yeah. But again, that's with the vehicle. This is the best version. I mean, I guess, well, could he double as a part 2? No. You can take off the jacket, right? The jacket.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Marty part 2, when he travels into the future, it's just the jeans and the red shirt. Then he gets the jacket. So
and the
you can
shoes.
take off jackets,
Yeah, because later he gets the leather jacket and the hat for his disguise. You know, when they go back to the
walkie-talkie,
enchantment under the sea and
pick something inconspicuous.
Yeah, you could totally. I mean, look, I have this figure. I bought him immediately.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, mine's right there.
You know.
Yep.
Me too.
He's right here, guys. You see him? He's right here.
Yeah, on the wall.
Yeah, no, he's great. If you like it, but that's the point, right? And we talked about this, Denobi and I. It's like over a 30-year-old franchise. It's not, and granted, I guess one could argue Star Wars, but it's still Star Wars is current. So the people growing up, they don't know. They don't care about Back to the Future. They don't care about Terminator and Aliens.
That
you know, like how some of us do.
That's
So
that's the
now that's the thing though. There's a caveat right there with these figures that are coming in. You got your stealth suit Cap. I think because he's Marvel, he's probably gonna last a bit. But as we know with Star Wars, especially certain characters, especially Stormtroopers, if they got that rare look to them, like the Clone Trooper.
Yeah, they got that bling.
Yeah, the bling, the chrome Clone Trooper sold out within days, and then here comes both Fina, sold out within 14 hours, and then here comes the Stormtrooper Chrome Edition.
Yeah,
if you're looking to get yourself a Stormtrooper Chrome Edition, I would not want to wait on that. Especially it's already going to be like what 220, 230. It's already cheaper than most Stormtroopers out there anyway. So.
I'd say 250.
I wouldn't take the chance with that one particularly either, just because it seems like they're going to pull another fast sellout with that one.
Which
I think that's
are you talking about the Chrome
Denobis.
Stormtrooper, the one that just got announced?
Not the Clone Trooper, the Stormtrooper.
No, the Stormtrooper.
That's gonna be a $300 figure, easy.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
the
that's what I
aftermarket?
want.
You're talking about aftermarket or
No, I'm talking retail.
On retail.
Really? I was thinking like
No.
Yeah, I think
No, it's got the 30%
I'm thinking, like
markup,
260
dude,
maybe.
So.
No,
but if you're getting it from Sideshow, 260 tax and shipping, you're hitting that 300 mark.
And
I think there's gonna be like 230, 235.
I was surprised how cheap Arena Boba was. I was way high on that guess.
Did you guys also
I
add
was
in
way
the
high.
Hot Toys exclusive sticker tax? That little red sticker in the top corner that gives them the ability to rape even more. Did you add that?
Well, 'cause
Was this Hot Toys
the
exclusive?
clones came to about 300, right?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Sideshow?
It was more. It was like
No.
309.
No, the clones
Was 275.
275
you're
free
talking about
shipping.
at the end. At the
Yeah.
end. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the actual.
Yeah, it was 275 out the door.
Never.
No.
Let's hear your retail price. Actual retail price is.
We're talking
Come on,
free
Wall.
shipping and everything. That's what Nate was saying.
Yeah.
I'm just meaning for because
but
they did the promo with free shipping for Celebration.
Yes.
If
Yeah,
you got
but
the
it
tickets,
was
right?
still 3 because of tax for me, though. That's what I'm saying. It still broke.
Yeah. No, I see what
Right.
you're saying. I think
Wait,
we
tax?
were talking free shipping. You're talking out the door.
But
This
the
is what-
the
this is
point
what
is
I'm
though is
talking
that
right here.
if the
Where is it?
Stormtrooper does hit Sideshow though, I think, and I said this on Denobi's Monday. It's like you gotta. It's a FOMO situation right now.
I don't think it's going to be more than this.
People are
retail. It's going to be.
No,
like
it'll be a
two-
little less. It doesn't have
little
two
less.
helmets.
It doesn't have
I
two
agree.
helmets.
I think
And a
it's
jetpack.
Less guns.
Yeah. But at the same point, and I hate that, putting fear into people and shit, but it's like we saw what happened with these, and then Arena Fett just was gone. So now people are like, well, I don't know. Right? You're like,
right. It's throwing us
do I
off
wait?
because we've been waiting for all this stuff, and then now with these new releases, it's like, what the hell do I do? Because look what's happening with all these limited release figures, and it's like Cap. That's another one. Like Cap, usually they stock the crap out of Cap, but they only got like 250 of them or 150 of them. I don't know which number, but
they got 150 Stormtroopers. I think they got 300 or 400 Cap, and they had 1,700 Ironmans. But that was
so Iron Man.
that was
He's
in
good
China.
for.
He's going to
good
sit
for a
forever.
while.
So
he's going to sit forever.
It's going to be a Midas. It's going to be another Midas situation.
Right.
That's going to be
Cap will
free
be
shipping.
interesting.
Yeah.
Who knows
Yeah.
what they're
the
going to happen
146?
with Cap? Yeah, that's going to be.
Yep.
That's going to be.
Oh, that's
going
gonna sit forever. Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a
the new armor. That'll be
Yep.
the new armor. You can put those two together. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Trooper, I would. Because look, it doesn't. If you want the Trooper, and let's say tomorrow it pops up on Sideshow, you just put down the NRD.
Right.
I mean, it's just that simple. If you want this trooper, if you don't care, don't buy it. Don't buy it because it's hype. Don't buy it because it's trendy. But you know what I mean? What do you got to lose? You already want it. So that's what I'm saying. Just don't wait. Because Sideshow screwed me kind of. You know, that was the thing. Like when Arena Fett came up, it said end of 2023. I was like, oh shit, this ain't gonna. All right, we gotta wait a year and a half. And then you could add 6 to the cart. So I was like, oh, this is the armorer. And then later that night, I saw a blue list and I tried to get it into my cart, and as soon as I tried to buy it, it kicked me out, and I was like, "You son of a bitch!"
I swear they did that on purpose. I swear.
Either they did it on purpose, or just whoever was working in the office that day.
It was a mistake. I don't think it was a grand conspiracy.
Oh, I do.
I don't know, but unfortunately, my wait list. So, yeah, no, I got it on the wait list. I got an email like I don't know, a few days, like a week,
you got the
maybe a week
conversion?
later.
Oh,
yeah, I got the conversion.
So
and it still gave me free shipping.
You gotta chance me. You gotta chance me.
I got it. And I used and you know what? It's kind of funny too, because my points were in the middle of rolling over. So when I waitlist did convert, I ended up having like 55 in credit.
Oh, hell yeah.
But when I bought it, I didn't, right? Because the timing was off on my, my credit. So I was like, oh, cool. I put 55 in credit, and it still gave me the free shipping deal. So I think out the door, he was like 216 or something.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, it was cheap. So I was like, all right, cool.
People are paying $850 for that figure on
not
eBay.
Me. Hell no, yeah, right. So like,
yeah, I think I got mine for like $220.
Yeah, $850, man. These people are crazy.
For which one? For the clone?
For the Arena Fett, people are paying $850 consistently on eBay.
Boba Fett.
Crazy, man.
And to be fair though, it's also market flip, right?
Oh yeah.
Whereas like we're here, we have abundance, and even I mean to a lesser degree, obviously Arena Fett didn't have as much, but Asia only had 300.
Exactly.
So people on eBay could be buying, from Asia just to get it, right? They're like, oh shit, like they missed out bad. They really missed out bad.
I think I spoke with that on your channel though, Anthony, about the arena suit. People were asking $700, but it doesn't mean that they were getting it. I was looking at the closed auctions. I didn't find one that broke 500.
Oh no! Look again.
Yeah, there's recent, quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
Recent.
Is it recent? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're selling $700-800, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just checked right now. There's a couple on there right now for $825.
Right.
Buy it now.
Like closed auctions, or people just asking for
like sold listings?
Auction.
Yeah, like
sold.
sold.
I'm gonna look at that
there's
right
some
now. Hold on,
solds.
give me a second. I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, but you guys know you can't really trust those solds on eBay. It could be somebody trying to sell it.
There are
and they're rebuying
fabrications.
it.
Yeah.
You could be padding your stats.
They did that recently with the Steam Deck. Someone went through and made a bunch of cheap listings to make it look like the price got dropped to try to manipulate the price. So it does happen. It absolutely does.
735 August 5th.
Click on the Can you pull up who sold it? Is it legit?
#1 collector.
I bet you the person who bought it was like a 0 rating or a 5 rating.
That's what I'm saying. Like who's you always want to look at the buyer, the seller.
One collector guy won. One collector guy won.
Well, can you click it and then you see his profile?
Yeah.
99.1% positive feedback. Yep.
How many ratings do you have? Like
how many?
5, 6, 100, 200?
One negative, 13 positives within a month, 6 months, 61.
Okay. Does he sell a bunch of other
below
Hot Toys
100?
and
So
stuff?
more likely that's probably the person who listed it.
Well, maybe. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a new account, though.
But either way,
capitalized.
The nature of this right now is that eBay has these selling for $800, $500,
right.
and that's translating over to the actual Hot Toys Facebook collector market.
Right,
wait a minute now, Nate. There's a line across that 850. That means it didn't sell for 850. That means he took a best offer below 850.
Well, it's between 730. Because the thing is,
look at that, 22 bids.
Even let's say even 700 is absurd.
Bro, look at that one again, Nate, with 120 shipping.
I saw that. It's still 800
from China.
There's still 800
800
ones.
Yeah.
Like if you go through, look,
that's crazy.
I'm looking at it right now.
There's one on eBay right
there
now.
You go. August 1st, 725.
$72 shipping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big war going on for one right now on eBay, and it's $120.
What's going to happen with these is the moment they start shipping in the U.S., these prices are going to tank because there's way more on the market.
This is the second one.
From the same seller.
Same fella, 850, July 18th. Yep.
Oh yeah, and those people, that's probably Daisy from TW.
Another
like whoever, that's what they do. Like,
So
from China price, 120 shipping.
Real.
Like
this is selling between. But like this doesn't deserve to be $800, $900. No, this doesn't. I don't agree with this pricing. This is being sold for, but it's happening. People are buying these up because of the FOMO and the idea that they can't have this. Like, no, I don't care how much I'm gonna spend for it. I'm gonna get it.
That just goes to show you the power of, well, like pseudo exclusivity, right? Because there's not an edition size per se, but you got to remember. I'm sure you guys know. Everybody's been hating Boba Fett for like 6 months. All of a sudden, they fucking love him.
Show. Just pop it up and everybody wants him all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The people, I like Boba Fett, but
it's the same body. Is it the same body as the 40th, or is it different?
It's the same. It's the same body.
Same thing, just repainted.
So
updated,
like the updated magnet on it. Yep.
But the joints and everything are the same, right? Like the
It
actual body.
seems to be exactly the same. Yeah. The thing about this one, it is Jeremy Bullock, and I think that's a selling point for a lot of people, even if they've read the comic or not. They're like, cool, Tamara Morrison, he's out the window right now. This is Jeremy Bullock, and that's why a lot of people I think are paying that money.
That's why.
Some may not have realized that, and they let it sell out, and then they learn that, and they're like, "Oh shit, that's a Jeremy Bullock Boba Fett that I'm missing out on." So,
Hey, Anthony Mackie, if you didn't get it, go look.
When you just hear when you hear a lot of people in the community,
right?
That's I'm not blanket statement. Not everybody hates Fett. I like Fett.
Yeah,
me too.
It's funny.
Me too.
How dare you? Arena Fett deserves everything he gets. Not for $1,000, OG. Get out of here with that. Like, I love that figure.
Bro, he's literally selling alongside the animated Fett for similar pricing. That shouldn't be a thing.
Animated Fett is cheaper.
Probably is. It probably is. Absolutely.
Oh, the animated,
Why? Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. Why is the animated Fett selling for less? Like maybe he took a dive when everybody was
it's
like, "I'm
old
putting my money
news,
towards
you know."
Right, exactly.
He's gotten old. He's not as good looking. All of a
Right.
sudden,
We
you got
don't
this.
talk
Really,
about
that's the
Bruno.
collecting communities like that, and then they're like, "Oh, look, new shiny," and then they.
Yep.
And then when that one tanks, Arena or the animated Fett's going back up. That's what's going to happen.
Well, the collecting community is just like a flaky girlfriend. She likes you when she likes you, and she doesn't like you if she doesn't like you. She picks and chooses when she likes you.
OG fan says he has a low. The Arena Fett is as low batch as the animated Fett. Well, the thing is, animated Fett took time.
He's lower.
Animated Fett took time to become a Grail. Nobody wanted him after he was sold out, and within a year, that's when the prices started.
There was literally an overnight. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if you guys remember that, but because I had a friend of mine who was going to sell me his animated for $300. No big deal. It's average price. And I was like, cool, I get paid Friday. I think this was like a Tuesday or something. And Friday rolled around, and all of a sudden he was like $750 everywhere. I don't know how it happened. He's like, bro, I can't sell it to you for $3, man. Somebody just offered me $7. I was like, okay, but it was an overnight. It was overnight.
It didn't sell out as fast as Arena Boba Fett, but it took time. It took time for that too.
Well, even Darkside Anakin like sat forever. No one wanted him.
Well, all right, but how about this? Remember the 501st clones, right? They were going less than 200, and all of a sudden they sold out. They jumped up to 300. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many sell out there. Yeah,
and now they're dropped again. They have dropped again. I've seen the deluxe for 250, 240.
Yeah, but they're not like as low as like hey, below 190.
Yeah, like the tank trooper. Yeah,
it's the FOMO, people. It's because of the FOMO. Like once it sells out, like no, I need to get. I don't care how much I need to spend for it. I'll get it. That's the mentality. That's why Denobi always brings up. That's how you burn out, because you're going out there spending 3 or 4 figures for one figure overnight, and I'm like, why? Why would you need to do that? No.
Right. Like, how many figures can you get for the price of that Arena Fett? If that is a real listing, how many figures can you buy for that? 4? Pretty easily. Like, that's absurd. Don't spend that amount of money.
3.
Well, on the secondary market,
on the
secondary market, you can get 4 for sure.
I see your point. You
you can flip Arena Fett for a quarter scale.
Even three. Like, if you're a newer collector, why invest that amount of money in one character that's not even the original appearance? Spend it on like building your collection. Don't spend $900.
Not only that, people who are spending the money on it, I bet you they didn't read the comic either. They didn't read the comic.
It's everything we're talking about because it's a Grail. That's the point.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
to have the
Over half
grail
of the
in
community didn't even know where Arena Fett came from.
It doesn't, exactly.
This.
It
I'm like,
doesn't. But that's the whole point of this whole conversation. This whole stream is like, because it's a grail,
and one
if
of
you
the
have it
only
in your collection, it makes it better. Like, I have all the
That's
grails.
true.
Do you have it? No.
Damn, does it feel good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but
So-
I don't
feel that way. I don't
Here's the thing, though. I'm the biggest fan of Boba Fett there is right now with freaking Hot Toys. Like, I'm buying. Like, even before that, I was like,
Me too, yeah.
crazy with Funko Pops, and before that, it was Black Series. So I know when I have to go and make that freaking pre-order purchase. Like, I don't wait, and I don't not wait like a freaking rookie and then get hit on the wait list. No, I know what I need to get done.
So
Okay?
yeah,
Like, because I'm a fan of Boba Fett. It doesn't matter if he's fat Boba Fett or what have you. I will make that pre-order because like the Arena Boba Fett, the Boba Fett. I was there. I was there. I knew that thing was going to hit waitlist because look at what happened around us. It was selling out at HK and it ended up going high prices on eBay.
Right.
There were the signs were there for that thing.
and you mean to tell me?
Yeah,
you mean to tell me Sideshow's like, oh, whoops, limit 6, my bad, knowing that they only got 300 in Hong Kong, which they absolutely knew that.
Yeah, but I think they think it was an accident.
I think what it was
I
is
mean-
there was a lot of backlash, and they were just like, screw it. Anything over 2, we'll cancel them, and we'll be fine. Who's going to fight that? They're getting more to fulfill the wait list with. I don't know. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but part of me is like, man.
Well, believe me, I have like a tinfoil
That's
hat on
that's a
24/7.
huge mess
but
up, you know? I'm like,
I
you know.
still feel like maybe they messed up. I don't know if it was you know what I mean? Somebody just screwed up that day.
I honestly think it's Nate's fault because he says collect all Boba Fetts all
Probably,
the time.
yeah.
Collect all Boba Fett.
Yeah, collect all Boba
That's
Fett.
OG fan. That's OG
That's
fan.
OG fan. That's
Yeah,
OG
like the-
fan all day.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
His super chat. His super chat's always
for,
must collect
collect
all
all
Darth
Boba Fett.
Vaders. Must collect all Boba Fetts.
He ain't wrong.
For this Arena Boba Fett, though, I'm working on a custom head kit bash so that when the helmet comes off, it's going to look like the actor from the special edition. Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about, Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you know, like here, watch here. Click on the, I'm sharing the tab. See if it'll pull up.
I'm putting Keanu's
I'm
on
sharing
mine.
that. That's what I want.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Yeah.
There is a photo of Jeremy Bullock when he's like basically cosplaying. This is long after he played him. That would be cool too, with like a Jeremy Bullock custom head sculpt. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. That one and then this
that
one here.
happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's going to.
Why does that look
That's
like
the-
Wheeler's Workshop a little bit?
So
Yeah, it'll be Boba Fett against Boba Fett Special Edition when they're battling in the Sarlacc pit, and it. Hold on, it's part of the script. I've said too much.
okay. So guys, I wanted to stay a little bit longer to get that 3-hour mark. So we're gonna be ending the stream right now. Again, thank you all for watching. Please check out Denobi. Please check out Hot Toys Hotline. Check out my God, a whole list over here. Check out Loco Lu. All right. Check out 6Scale Mafia. All right. And check out P-Rock Frickin' Zilla. Please check them out. Y'all know who they are. Hit them up. We got so many people here today.
Don't forget Cult of V.
Cult of V.
Yes,
No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm being
Gold
dropped out of the plane anyways, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Gold
Jack V. Don't worry, I got your back.
But,
Thank you.
so
I'm part of your cult.
So I appreciate everybody coming in. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Denobi, 6Scale, Mafia, P-Rock, Rockzilla. Oh my God. Hey, yeah, you haven't been here for Slew, you're always here. Get out of here.
I'm looking at P-Rock because he's never here.
Exactly.
I was on vacation. I just got back.
That's
get
true.
your
Vacation,
He
nice.
was. He
And
was.
when you wasn't on vacation, and when you wasn't on vacation,
I was trying to get work done so I can go on vacation.
Sure you were.
So I wanted to share this real quick before we end the stream. Well, we're gonna end the stream now, but Denobi, thank you again. I didn't even think you were gonna make it, Denobi.
I gotta make it, but I gotta make an appearance.
Yeah.
Get wild up there,
It was good to see you, man.
Redheads.
But again, this is what the community is going through today and for the rest of the week because Sideshow doesn't have any of these pre-orders up just yet.
Or you could accept the fact that the city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportions. What do you mean?
What do you mean biblical?
Old Testament, Mr. Mayor. Real wrath of God type stuff. Exactly. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes.
The dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Enough!